Need to know. Rest, late night, when you make ground.
Double good morning.
Won't you come in for a nightcap? Baby, won't you take me to the paradise?
For your storm to settle as I look toward the sea, dust in your eyes like the water, as the tide it consumes me. You would never save me if my walls came down. That is underwater, you would let me drown. Watching as I
Hello, hi, welcome, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the beginning. My internet was working fine until my unexpected house guest came over. Hello, hi, welcome on in. How we doing, everybody? What's going on? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you all being here. What the heck? Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting the stream. I know it's so late, but I just really appreciate y'all being here. Oh my gosh. The kind words, I really appreciate that. Give me 1 second here. Let me say some hellos quick. What's going on, Gray Lady? Hello, hi. I didn't get too cold while we were stuck in the cemetery. No, actually, since we had our cars, we got to sit in the warm cars, so that was good while we waited for security. I'll go over that in a moment, though. Yo, what's up, K-Val? Hello, hi. Rakalove, Xander, Kim, hello. So many familiar names already. Kirion, what's up? Hunter, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Hello, hi, everybody. Nunskis, why did I say your username? I read Gray Lady's message to you of Hey Ski, and I immediately was like, all right, Austin demoted back to government username, I guess. Austin, what's good, dude? I'm fried a little bit here, so if I'm all over the place, please be understanding as possible. Bree, hello, hi. Yeah, real trapped in graveyard AMA hours. Yeah, for real, though. Jacob, what's good? Hunter, thank you so much. By the way, it's 6 months in advance? Are you sure you want to do that? Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the 6-month resub. Your gold EV badge is here, and by the time that your extended sub ends, it will be, a Jolteon badge. Thank you so much. Really appreciate having you around. Loy, what's up? Hello. Potato, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hi. Welcome. I'll go over everything that has been going on the past couple days in a moment. I appreciate everyone being really cool. Oh my god. I appreciate y'all so much. You have no idea. Talia, hello. Hi. Welcome. Brookie, thank you for your kind words. And yes, welcome to month 2 of that 3-month sub that was gifted by Xander very, very kindly. 60 months in the community, 5-year subiversary, getting that silver Sylveon badge. That is a tongue twister for me. Really glad that you're able to rep with that. Appreciate you a ton, Brookie. Thank you. Sorry for talking over you. You're all good. Kits, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Hello. Thank you, everyone, joining. Hunter, thank you for the 10-stream streak. Should be 25. It should be probably way higher than that. Yeah, my Twitch government name, truly. Kits, thank you for the 3-month resub. Oh, my gosh, thank you. Enjoy the silver EV badge as well. Yeah, Nunskis, who is that? I don't know. I got fried. No, Nettles. I can go over that if you're not on Twitter or anything like that. I can explain what went down tonight. Yo, Beans, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Thank you, everybody, for joining. U92, what's good? Hello, hi, welcome on in. I see you have Jordan emotes. Oh my gosh. Hello, hi, welcome. Dress to Impress just had a huge Halloween update. Wait, for real? We're gonna have to play that as a community soon. That'll be so fun. Sammy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Welcome. Let me get myself on camera. Grooch, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome. Wait, I gotta get myself on screen right away because it's gonna be before the 10-minute mark, even with the internet delay. Pow, look at that. Oh my gosh, what's going on with my hair? Ugh. I just got out of the shower a little bit ago. My god, I was unshowered for the graveyard stream, so that's me in my most raw form, my most real form, right? My 10-minute belief, yeah. Wiped out. You gotta start believing in me. You gotta start believing in me more. You look as lovely as you did during grave robbing. Grave robbing? We did not grave rob. No. AL, welcome to the stream. Uber, hello, hi. Welcome on in, everybody. Gosh, we have a number of things to go over here tonight. Going to LA for a whole week, early December. Oh my god, have so much fun. I hope you have a blast. 9 minutes, 57 seconds is pretty close. Just gotta make, like, everyone sort of clench up a little bit, right? Oh my gosh. Hello, hi, everyone. If you're wondering about tonight's stream title, number of things happened over the past few days. One of them, which was my friend Jordan, D-Tune, came into town. He had invited me and Morgan to go looking for some ghosts, paranormal investigating on Friday. Many of you saw that stream. On the 18th, we went out to the Chittenango Landing Canal Boat Museum. I want to make sure I got the name of that place correct. But he came out for that, him and Linda, which was great. The only thing that was a little stressful was he asked me, like, the night before if we could come pick him up and then that he could use our house for, like, his home base for some things. And we were like, half a day notice. Well, we're not really going to be able to get the house ready for you. So, and he was like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. And it all worked out. It all ended up working out, but it was just one of those things we were like, oh, we are so ill-prepared to have, like, company over. But we had a good time. We watched Parkour Civilization, a 2-hour YouTube video by Evbo. Shout out to Evbo for creating something that was so bizarrely enthralling, I could not stop watching. If you understand, anything about picking the chicken or the beef, then you're in good company here. I'm now enlightened. Very last minute, but hopefully fun. Yes. Jordan's got too much going through his noggin. Yeah, we were talking about that he needs like just someone to help out with scheduling. I think will make everything run smoother, and he's aware of that as well, so he'll get it all figured out on his end. But I think that will be really cool because it will just allow him to do bigger and cooler things like this whole trip. The road trip is the most ambitious project he's ever done with Paranormal Detours. So very, very, very exciting sort of idea as far as like a roadmap. Yo, what's up, McManiac? Hello, hi. Not usually awake at this hour. Well, I hope that you're able to get some good rest before you go to work. Appreciate you dropping by here. Amy, hello, hi. Good to see you here. Nothing more stressful than surprise guest. Yeah, and it's one of those things, it's like he lives across the country now, so it's like really wonderful to be able to catch up with him and see him and everything. And Linda and Morgan and me, and we had awesome conversations, like some really, really good, awesome conversations together. So it was good friend time, very good friend time. Got to show him around Rochester a little bit, you name it. He swore he'll sleep in December. We're going to hold him to that. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Oliver, hello. Me for the next 10 years walking into the stream. Hey, remember when D-Tone got you locked into a cemetery in the dark? Yeah, so about that. So we'll go over that. We'll go over that in a moment here. Hello to everyone joining. It's so lovely to have you. Truly. Linda's a boss. Linda's so awesome. Such a nice person. Such a warm energy. Good soul. He has to take a week off in December. Yes, again, we definitely discussed that because I'm a bit, I've been doing this a little bit longer than him. I'm a little bit older, and I always try to like watch out for my friends' mental health and their self-care routines and things like that. I don't try to helicopter mom them or anything. They're all adults with their own, ability to choose for themselves, their own autonomy. But he's, someone who talks to me about like more serious things when it comes to content, and I regularly share the stories about burning out doing this, because I've been doing this for almost 12 years now, which is really wild. So I've seen it all, So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that, I'm trying to normalize with my friends, taking breaks, taking time off, chilling, being around loved ones, that kind of thing. So just doing my best to always like pass on that kind of energy, and if they want to take it, they take it, What the kiddies think of Jordan? Oh my gosh, Rakalov, hello, hi, welcome. And also, Illinois, Dana, hello, hi, welcome. Older and therefore wiser. I don't know about the wiser part, just like I've made enough mistakes in my time as a content creator that I always hope that my friends can avoid them, You seem like a good friend. I try to be, But it's one of those things where, obviously, our cats, if you don't know, we got a new cat, Elsa, if you're someone who's newer here, just a month and a half ago now, which is kind of wild that she's already been around that long. But Elsa ended up, she was a little bit skittish. She wasn't like a big fan of, like, Jordan has to kind of spread out because he has like a million bags of a million pieces of equipment for the detours, right? So our house was kind of taken over, our whole bottom floor with all these like suitcases and stuff. And Elsa freaked out at first. She did not like it. Sig didn't like it. He kind of hid upstairs. Sig's met Jordan before though, so he came down. He was curious. He, got really friendly. I mean, he's just such a friendly cat in general. So he got very friendly with Linda. He got very friendly with Jordan, and they got, to give him some scritches and some pets and whatever. And then Elsa eventually just got curious, and she came over, and she mainly warmed up to Linda, which was like, Linda had these like long nails on, so Elsa really enjoyed getting scratched by those. Got all these like she came over, started sniffing Linda, gave her a little bit of like a kiss on the finger kind of thing. She's just such a little sweetie, right? And then Jordan had a little less luck the first night, but then this morning she sat with him on the couch and like fell asleep leaning against like his thigh, and just like fell asleep like that for like 20-30 minutes. So very, very cute. Very, very cute. So they were happy. Very happy to just be like, oh, we're meeting new people. Just little kitties. I have the best cats, they're just like such little angels. But yeah, it was very sweet. Yeah, so not an hour. It was like, I don't know, like 30, 40 minutes maybe at most. We got Adge. All right, I won't talk about too much that's important while we have Adge. Welcome on in. It's so lovely to see so many familiar people here in the chat. Again, I pinged the Discord earlier. I was just like, oh my god, this community is so awesome. There's so many good people here.
He only likes her
So
because
grateful
she's
for all of
old.
you.
She's
Even when you do stuff like this. Oh my god. Mouse, what's up? 34 months. Thank you, Mouse. Allison, welcome to the stream as well. Thank you, Mouse. Thank you for all the support. That's so sweet. Thank you very, very much. Missed everyone. Missed being able to like stream and like vibe with everyone. It's wild to think the last time I streamed was Tuesday when I was in my mommy fem mode. And we beat Crow Country on Tab Tuesday. Didn't end up doing any Baldur's Gate. And then because Jordan came over on Thursday as like a surprise, we didn't end up doing any sort of work. His flight was delayed too by like 3 hours, which was awful because the original plan was he was gonna land out like he was like landing at an airport that was like about an hour away from us. So we were like, yeah, we can run out and grab you because he was originally gonna get picked up by Linda, but then Linda was delayed and all this crazy stuff happened, just like the universe is cursed or whatever. Fennec Bard, welcome to the stream. Hello, hi, welcome. Alice, welcome to the stream as well. Hello. What ended up happening... Helicopter interrupted my resub message. You were piloting the helicopter. What are you talking about? We were originally going to just, like, come back here to Rochester. We were going to, like, hang out, get some food, do a little bit of road trip vlogging / streaming. And just like hang out and do something fun and funny in the Rochester area, but because of the delays, we got back so late. We're very tired. We ended up just vegging out on the couch, watching again Parkour Civilization. If you don't know the chicken or the beef, please go check it out. You'll be enlightened. It's incredible how much work went into that production. So we just watched that. We hung out. We got some food and sort of vibed. So. And then Linda ended up meeting us at our house later. And then the next day we all went out and went to the Chittenango Landing Boat Museum, which was so cool, right? So Friday was like such a cool time. I don't know. I feel like everyone was having like a lot of fun there, you know? How dare you accuse me of being a pilot? I can barely drive my car. Uber, are you back from ads? Obviously, if you're still in ads, you did not hear a word I just said, so I guess I'll have an answer on whether you answer me or not. Okay, yeah, okay. Adge break over. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so we went out to that. We can talk about that in a little bit, because that was a really interesting location. We had a lot of very interesting experiences. I don't think I'm going to do the thing that I did with the last Bel Air house visit, where I went through all, 10 hours of footage. Because this time we were there for like 8 or whatever. I think what we're going to do this time is I might just like do a couple of the key moments. I kind of want to see if anything was captured on camera when I saw the figure sort of peeking out from the doorway near the beginning of the stream. And then the Estes session, I got to do a Gestus Estes, which I've never done before in the 2 years we've been doing these, right? It was so cool. I got to do that at the very end of the stream, right before we had to pack up and leave. And I didn't really fully think that anything was lining up, but Morgan and Jordan were like, holy shit, like so much lined up, and it was really neat. Very intense experience, though, like very sensory overload. I am, for those of you who don't know, someone who has CPTSD. So my PTSD symptoms kind of got a little bit triggered while I was doing that, just because it's a lot of loud noise, just like constant loud noise, and then you have your senses deprived with the blindfold. So I was just sitting there kind of like, I don't want to stop, because like we're right here at the end, so I'm gonna do the best I can. So anything that I was saying out loud, I was just saying, hoping that it worked out, and apparently it worked out. your Estes was so good. Thank you, Slade. I'm glad that people thought that it was fun. I can't wait to watch it back. I don't know anything that I said if it lined up. So we'll figure that out. I missed the latter third of the stream just because my brain was shutting off, but that first Estes Jordan did made me nauseous, and when Jordan and Morgan expressed feeling nauseous too, I was like, oh, that's fun. Well, yeah, we can talk about that a little bit as well. It was nice because, like, we were sent a couple messages that were like, leave, and we were like, leave the area or like leave the place. And then later we got, Morgan and I, when we were doing the TikTok live, got a ton of messages that were like, basically, we weren't trying to scare you. We were just letting you know, like, that place was dangerous. You shouldn't be in there because it was like a blacksmith place. So we were like, cool, that's awesome. Thank you for the clarification. And we even talked about it today before we went out to go get some food. Like, none of us felt sinister vibes there. There were like a couple moments where like that person or whatever entity, whatever you believe in, might have been like a little bit like standoffish, but not anything that was aggressive or dangerous or anything. Like, those streams always attract some, what's a nice way to put it, passionate people who try to spin certain narratives, who typically aren't familiar with the culture of our communities or how we do these approaches. And there was just a lot of people trying to say things were going on when they weren't there and they didn't know what they were talking about, kind of thing. Morgan and I were talking about it, where it was like, it's always weird when you get those types of people because they're like, my way of believing in spirituality is right, and I believe everything's spiritual, but this practicing medium slash witch, who Morgan is, apparently, you know, that's not good enough for them, because she was like, yeah, I didn't get any sinister vibes. Like, I would have seen some pretty intense shit if like we were, you know, had aggressive spirits around us. And that kind of fear-mongering, I think, like, really undermines a lot of like these types of investigations when that kind of thing happens. So we try to stay away from entertaining any of that kind of crap. You did nothing wrong in that. I get told to leave my own house all the time, and I say, hey, this is my house now. How about you leave? Dark Phoenix Fire, hello, hi. I'm glad that you caught the stream. I hope it was a lot of fun for you. In the moment, it seemed threatening and scary, but I think that they were just trying to protect you. Yeah, that was basically what it was. Allegedly, all the messages we got were just like, oh yeah, you guys aren't trained blacksmiths. Maybe get the hell out of here, you know? There were definitely some in chat who felt very strongly about how that Estes was handled. It was a lot. Oh, trust me. I already talked to Jordan about it. I already talked to a couple friends who were in chat who, like, filled me in. And we basically all came to the conclusion that, like, those are people who are willing to invalidate Morgan's expertise as, like, a medium and a spiritualist. Their opinions literally do not matter. They do not count as, like, any individual we give any value to as human beings. So they can believe what they want. They aren't there. They'll never be invited there. No one who's a part of the regular communities will enjoy that energy because it's abrasive, aggressive, and standoffish. And that's just not welcome. No one likes those people probably in real life either. So that's sort of the vibe. It was one of those things where I was like, you know what? I don't care if people think that kind of thing because I don't want them. I just don't want them. They're not chill. I don't think any of them were sinister, but there were some spirits that definitely were less than pleased with y'all hanging out. Oh yeah, and that's always the thing. That's why we always maintain respectful boundaries and talk about it, like, very loudly and very directly, where we go, hey, anyone listening, we are not here to mess up your shit, but we understand this is just inherently disruptive kind of thing, you know? But yeah, even Jordan was like, yeah, that's kind of fucking annoying that people were doing that. I went to a convention today. You should check the Discord. Good news to see something cool. I will after stream, Sad Scholar. Thank you so much for letting me know. I normally don't do Discord checking too much during stream unless like a mod's pinging me or we're doing media review or something like that. But thank you for the heads up. There's definitely a huge difference too between watching a live stream and actually being there. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. And that's why, like, I didn't get to glance at chat very often, but like when I did, I saw people from Late Night Gang here being fucking awesome. Y'all were being respectful, y'all were being kind, y'all were being supportive of the whole process of everything. Because that's the other thing is, like, we don't want to, like, the most disrespectful thing to me, because I don't care what people say about me. I've been on the internet for almost 12 years. People have said some, like, fucking really weird things to me. But like, this is a show my friend built from the ground up. And he invited a bunch of people to watch it. And you're always going to have those rogue elements of people who are just disrespectful or can't, like, read the vibe of everything. That's just going to happen. But, like, why would you disrespect my friend's show so much because you want your weird fear-mongering narrative to taint this thing that's supposed to be, hey, this is just the way we do things, and we, like, just want to give you a cool, entertaining thing to watch. Like, why would you want to destroy that legacy? Why would you want to taint that and try to make it your thing when it's his thing? Like, that was the part that was annoying me, where it's like, you know? It's, like, very icky. Also, Morgan, I love you. Thank you. If you all don't know Morgan Treasure X Trove there in the chat, please give her a follow. She's just a fantastic, I mean, pure skeptic, pure believer is what she is. You know, well, not pure believer, but pure practitioner, I should say. And it's one of those things where it's just like, goddamn, you know, goddamn. It's cool to bring both those energies into these things because we have so much fun. We were having fun the whole night. I didn't know about any of this shit till today, and I was like, oh, those people suck. What a bunch of idiots, like, basically. Yeah, exactly. Some people in chat reacted. It was scaring me more than what actually happened. Yeah, because literally nothing went down. Had to minimize chat about an hour in because I was literally groaning out loud at some of the enthusiastic non-regulars. Yeah. Because that's the other thing. Is like Jordan's community, like regular members of Brat Chat, know not to be like dickheads like that. Very weird. Difficult because the vibes didn't feel bad at all. Morgan didn't seem to be feeling anything negative. Yeah, exactly. Usually, when Get or Leave comes up, Jordan gets tapped out immediately, so lots of mixed signals, but I didn't want to say anything and get in the way of the mods or Linda. Right, exactly. And then when Linda walked through, we were like, okay, cool. We'll get out of here. This time around, it was much more tame than the other detours I've watched in chat, which I appreciated. Yeah, it's like, we're not here to spin this, like, fear-mongering narrative of, like, oh, ghosts are gonna get you guys. If you're ever in a haunted place, you're gonna get cursed and killed. Like, that's people who have lost a little bit of their reason. You know, or watch too many horror movies and don't know how to separate fiction from reality. I'm not the closest with Jordan, but if anybody steps on my buddy's toes, these hands are rated E for everyone in Minecraft. Yo, what's up, Minty? Hello, hi. Wait, what did I just call you, Minty? I've been calling you Mellow. Do you prefer Mellow or Minty? Please let me know. The vibes there were fine. They just didn't like me, and I could feel it. They didn't want to hurt me, though, or anyone. Exactly. White Witch Kate, thank you so much for that. 4-month resub, I appreciate that so very much. Yo, what's up, Tiny Monster? How we doing? The detour last night was a lot of fun. I don't know if you said it already or not, but where did you get the jacket with the roses on it? I got that thrifting when I was in LA last year, earlier in the year. I don't know what it was, but it was at Wasteland, I think that was the... No, it wasn't at Wasteland. Maybe it was at Wasteland? I don't know. Morgan knows better than me. But we went to one of the thrift stores there, one of the big, like, famous chain thrift stores. And it, like, I tried it on for fun. And Morgan, I was like, oh, I think I look goofy in this. And Morgan was like, oh my God, no, babe, you look amazing. And I was like, yeah, but it's probably going to be like $50 or whatever. Yeah, it was Wasteland? Okay, yeah, thank you, Morgan. And I was like, it's going to be like $50. It's LA. And I looked at the price tag and it was like $18. And I was like, that is basically free in LA. So I think I have to buy it. So yeah. You do not care, Pinky Promise. Thank you for letting me know. Mellow. I like saying Mellow. It's just a fun name. Rose Jacket was amazing. Thank you. Try so hard to make people see spirits as former people rather than monsters sitting in the dark waiting to get you. And we appreciate that. Seriously, Dark Phoenix Fire. Like, because like people like you who believe, again, I am someone who will always respect the craft. I will always respect the belief systems of others, as long as it respects other people as well, right? And, you know, you're not doing anything to hurt yourself or others. Because I literally live with a witch. I literally live with someone who believes this stuff. It would be awful if I was like, yeah, I don't believe anything. That you like, I believe that she's experiencing what she experiences. Who am I to say that that's all fake? Just because I don't personally experience it. And that's how we've balanced this our entire 16 years of being together. You know? It does make me giggle that you call me Mellow because you're one of the few people. It's just fun. I don't know. It's very fun. Plus, we have a couple other mint-related usernames in the chat sometimes. Yeah, basically free, yeah. Chat tip, $18 a bits is basically free. No, I'm not in LA. Chat felt more tame and calm this time around compared to the second time at Bel Air, despite all that. Just some of the... Yeah, it was like that opening moment, and then after that, everyone just chilled, and it was super good. So good. But yeah, it's just one of those things, like, you're always going to get randoms or people who only show up for certain types of content when you have something that's sort of like a big event, right? And those people are probably not going to be able to, like, understand the vibe, just because they're not exposed to it very often. So it's like, again, it's one of those things. It's like, I wasn't attracting any of them to my community anyway, so I'm okay with that. I just do not care. I just don't want them to harm the reputation or the, let's see, I don't know how to, like, talk about that. I was going to say production, but it's not even the production. Like, I don't want them to hurt, like, the vibe of what Jordan's built. Because it's a very, very specific kind of vibe for this type of content that not everyone who does this type of content has. This is very approachable. It's very accessible. It's very, very varied. There's, like, a lot to it. A lot of nuance. A lot of inviting in different perspectives, that kind of thing. And, yeah, just one of those things, like, I don't want people to do something that, like, hurts something that I believe in, that I'm proud of, that I think is cool as well, if that makes sense. People who immediately go demons, Zachary Backery, yeah, are the type of people who are probably barely see certain people as human beings even when they're alive. Yeah, you might be right on that one. Sarah, what's up? Thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream. How was your stream? What were you doing tonight? Tell us a little bit about it. Very respectful, which can be rare in the space. Yes, absolutely. It's not about sensationalizing, ooh, every spirit is out to get you, which I think is just so terribly disrespectful to people who actually are practitioners, like my partner, Morgan, who is like, no, you know, I'm all about, like, spirit guides, and, like, they're there to share messages and that kind of thing. Wish these oddball people knew it's free to lurk. Yeah, Tito, I feel. But again, it's nothing that, like, is under my skin. It's just something that, like, I know a lot of you guys were in the chat that night. And, literally last night. A lot of you were in the chat last night. And, I just want to, like, remind you that, god damn it, like, out of any of the communities out there, like, me and my friends' communities are like 99% just, like, super respectful, super kind, super chill people who are just, like, other adult human beings who are acting like other adult human beings. And that is the coolest thing you can do to another human, versus distilling someone down into, like, something to fight, which is so odd, right? Hey, what's up, Arduous Spark? How we doing? Welcome. Yeah, it was super fun to be back for the third time. It was a good time, truly. Overall, I had a great time. Yo, what's up, Anime Fangirl? Welcome. Stream was good. Played some more Fallout 4. It's been a shitty week. Oh, no. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Sarah. If you were and your raiders need a refresher for the rules, that's wonderful, just so we don't, you know, have to time anyone out or anything. But welcome on in. I hope that you're doing as well as you can in the circumstances, and I hope that things get better for you. The passion of Jordan is incredible, and it's sad when weirdos ruin the vibe, for sure. And listen, it's one of those things that's bound to happen, especially with the growth that he's seen over the past couple of years. But, you know, we keep this shit close to our chest. You know, we're pretty open about it. I mean, I know Jordan doesn't have a problem being direct about boundaries and talking about stuff when it's necessary. So it's, like, really cool, like, very, very freaking cool that a majority of the people were great and normally are great. Like, a majority of you especially are awesome to interact with during that. It was my first detour watching live. You guys did great at keeping it respectful and still entertaining. Most others I've seen on YouTube seem to try and fill every silence with jokes or jump scares, so I super enjoyed the vibes y'all brought. Yeah, and we'll get a little bit jokey and silly because, again, the way that Morgan has always explained spirits to me is, you know, again, skeptic, but on the off chance I am actually speaking to another human being, which is like the way I try to look at it. I don't want to like baby glove them and coddle them and talk to them like, oh, do you understand what I'm saying, spirit? Like, if I was a spirit that crossed over to the other side, I'd be like, yo, I'm an adult. Can you not treat me this way? Like, I would be like, hey, just joke around with me or tell me something fun or, like, ask me a question I feel like answering, that kind of thing. So that's the way that I try to look at it as well. Again, on the off chance that I have any sort of conversation or interaction that I can go, cool, I can now challenge my skepticism with this moment. I love that idea. I want to believe more. That's why I do these things. And I hope that it's fun in the process. So, yeah. The mods are awesome, which makes for such a nice experience. Yeah, it's super nice, too, during those, because I get to mod a couple of my mods from here. So we get those guest mods in there to help out, which is great. Got a holiday ad? Uh-oh. Are we in ad break again? I don't know, I'm asking that because people who are in ads will not be able to tell me. If we have ad break going, I will wait for a little bit, and then we'll talk about more. Not anymore? Oh, is it over again already? Goose, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hi. Staying up until 3 a.m. hit me this morning, but that was such a great time, and the first time I've stayed up for a detour in like a year. Oh my god, Bree, I'm glad that you got to do that. It's been a lot of fun doing them and seeing how the show's evolved. I won't lie, chat. I was so glad that we got as much activity as we did from what we were already using, because when we were in Bel Air and we had like 8 different tools going, again, the sensory was like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. So we had Lewis at the end of the night. And I was like, oh no, do we have to set up Lewis while we were in like the break room? And
no, why would I get fat?
Jordan was like, yeah, maybe we'll flip him on. And then I think that we just like forgot because of we were doing the dual TikTok and Twitch stream and kind of going off on our own adventures. So we never actually turned Lewis on, which was wonderful for my brain.
No, why would I get fat?
Like truly wonderful for my brain.
Make you fat?
Yo, thank you so much, Hunter, for the gifted sub to Arduous Spark and the gifted sub to Uber. If either of you, want to say thank you, that's always a lovely, welcome thing to do for that generosity, allowing you to not have to deal with ads, allowing you to be able to use our emotes and the sub badges. Thank you so much to all 3 of you for being members of this community, though. Tika Neater, thank you so much for the follow. Is tag teaming the stream? Yeah, no, Bree, I appreciate you chatting in the TikTok one, because we were trying to get stuff to happen. We really wanted to go to some of the like hot spots that were like on the site, but we just came up a little bit empty-handed on the TikTok until we got back into the general store building, and that was so cool in there. Like the stuff that was happening, like, I don't know. Again, I am very, very skeptical, but there was a lot of things that lined up where it's just like, oh shit, like, I don't know how to explain it away, but I also can't be like, yeah, that was 100% definitely ghosts, like, kind of thing. We talked about this aspect after every detour, but I really like the perspective both you and Morgan bring to them, and Morgan's amazing at explaining these things, like during her stream, to make it easy to understand, and also when she was explaining the history of the location, and even today during what I could catch at the graveyard stream. Yeah, Morgan's wonderful at being able to, like, very accessibly explain those types of things to people who are curious. And then for me, when I'm doing these, I want to play along with the stuff that's going on. So, like, if I'm being told, allegedly I'm playing hide and seek with a kid ghost, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool, I'm playing hide and seek, have I found you? And I will say that the timing of going over to the corner where we were hearing like the weird clicking sound all night, and me being like, well, there's this partition in the way, but are you maybe behind it? And getting the box to be like, here, at the same time, I was like, nice, this rocks. Like, that was fun, that was really cool, it was really cute. It was exciting watching Jordan grow these last couple years. In some ways, it's a little sad Detour isn't our cozy little secret anymore, but in every way, it's so special to watch my friends succeed and have what started as their silly little passion project take off. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. I am always going to root on other creatives who built something from, like, the ground up with, like, passion and true love and true respect for it. Like, like wanting it to like grow, not because it's like a, oh yeah, money and fame thing, but like no, I'm so interested in this thing, and it's so great that other people get to experience it through the platform I have, and also get to like love like this thing as well that like I made. That's like really cool. Whether you brought cozy good vibes to it, thank you, Uber. That's what everyone always says when we do them. So 3 times that we've done this now, and every time people are like, y'all keep it so chill and fun. I love the kids, but I don't like how they're treating Morgan. Just not happy with old-timey views. It's all right. Like, we talked about it. It wasn't a menacing thing. It was just, unfortunately, yeah. There's a reason some people stick around for a longer time than others, because they got more to learn. And that's the way that she's always explained it to me. I don't know when I'll get to processing anything, but I'll drop a sub-exposure in Discord somewhere. Oh, talking about photography. I was like, what? Can't wait to see whatever you put up in the Discord. I always like your photography, Goose. I mean, it's Brian, so you can choose, or you can bring chaos too. I tried to bring a little bit of chaos, keep it fun. You know, I had the light up sword. Jordan actually literally walked out of the store and he was like, hey, I bought this for you. This is your flashlight. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell is this? And then I turned it on and I was like, this is a million times brighter than I thought it was going to be. I really appreciated your attitude during the whole investigation. Other skeptics I've seen that lean into being antagonistic. That's never what I want to do. Again, I live with someone who believes in this stuff. I'm someone who wants to believe. I even have my own ghost story, you know, that I cannot deny. It's just more of like, I want more solid proof. I want more direct stuff in my face like I had before. Because now that I've seen that, I know what can happen kind of thing. So it is one of those moments where when I'm on camera looking for that stuff, that's fully just how I feel about it. That's not an act. That's not me being a character where I'm like, oh, I gotta dial it back though. Like like that's where my skepticism naturally comes through of like, oh, that could have been like, you know, it's cold out. That could have been wood expanding and contracting kind of thing. But who knows? You know, like I don't have all the answers either. You know. But yeah, I'd try my best never to be like rude to a spirit or something like that. Again, on the off chance that I'm messing with something I don't understand, why would I do that? Why would I disrespect another human being also, right? If those are the spirits of passed on human beings. Morgan's such an articulate person. I love the perspective she always brings to spirituality. Yeah, for real. I wish that she would speak up more and talk more, because she has so much up here and she has so much going on that she gets like kind of self-conscious about. But I'm always like so proud of her whenever she starts like taking over and talking about stuff. Sorry for lurking. No, Loy, you're all good. Thank you so much for vibe. I mean, good luck with the Final Fantasy XIV free company. Like truly, I know how much work goes into those types of gatherings, things like that. Flashlights. The flashlights keep getting better and better. They do, right? I was gonna take that on my isolation and I forgot to bring it, you know? That's so nice, thank you. Yeah, everyone loves you, Morgan. I'm excited for you to see your Estes session and know what you think about it. I am so excited. So okay, let me go over a couple things that happened that I want to talk about before we move on to other conversations here tonight about things that happened recently. Yeah, what I said. Yeah. Morgan, you're amazing. Exactly. Halloween, hello. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hope that you figure out the vampire outfit. That's so fun. Oh, my God. Posted a single shot in Arts and Creation. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be checking out the Discord after stream for sure. Can't wait to talk with the Moonbeams about the vibes. Yeah, Morgan, again, like, she was just so reassuring. I always look to her for the vibe check. Again, I was barely reading chat at certain points because I was, like, just deferring to her. I was like, I don't want anyone to be like, oh, well, I think that this is happening. And I'm like, but you're not here. And I understand that some people believe that sort of like picking up on vibes can happen through a screen as well. But I'm going to defer to the trained medium who I live with, who is in the location. Just finished, so I'm good now. You now have my full attention. Speaking of full attention, real quick here. Somebody... Well, I didn't stream between Tuesday and now, which, again, I'm so sorry we didn't do any Tab Tuesday, no Baldur's Gate this week. I'm so sorry that, like, special streams and stuff have been delayed. But, oh my god, it was, what a time the past few days have been. We will get back to Baldur's Gate soon. I promise. We'll do Baldur's Gate. We got Watcher Bingo coming up. Ghost Files Bingo coming up. Whole bunch of other fun things planned for the remainder of the month and beyond. But one of the things that happened was while I was offline, someone named Notloy, which come on, donated to the typical. The Spelling Bee stream is now funded. So Morgan will be helping me out with that, where she gets like a list of spelling bee answers, maybe several, and then will quiz me on stream, and you can see that my spelling ability is that of like a second grader's. So that's gonna be really fun. Yeah, Morgan's outfit was definitely one of the highlights. I kept a few times I glanced down regularly at chat was or for extended periods of time at chat. Is people just being like, cannot get over Morgan's outfit. I love that. But yeah, sounds like it wasn't Loy. Astro, don't feed into this conspiracy. Clearly wasn't Loy. Oh my god, y'all are so kind. Who the heck is not _ Loy? A brand new member of the community. Thank you so much, brand new member of the community, for helping fund our current tip goal. That said, now that we've hit the tip goal, we gotta increase this by $50. What's the next tip goal? I already put it in my phone, by the way, in my list that I've been building. As far as upcoming special streams I owe the community. But what's another thing we can do? I know we had a couple ideas. I forgot in a majority of them. So I need to pick your brains because mine's not working very well. Because again, I'm very tired from hosting. Surprise hosting. Staying up until 5:30 in the morning from last night's shenanigans, and then doing the graveyard stream that we will also talk about here in a moment. The way that you both sort of match with the red in your jacket and the hair and the dress was cute. Oh, we didn't even mean to do that. That's the funniest part. I was also wearing my white Unisanis long sleeve underneath. I did not realize it was going to get quite as cold as it did. So I think if I ever do one of these again out here in New York during the fall or winter, which I should know better because I've lived here for a majority of my life, I'm going to pack a way warmer jacket. Drip aside, you know? I know everyone liked the rose jacket, but yeah. Yeah, Brookie was keeping track of a lot of the tip goals. I promise we are working on a document that everyone will be able to look at and know what is owed to the community still. I promise. I promise. I didn't get to sit through the stream all night, but when I did pop in, I was like, whoa, Morgan's fit, right? Typical idea, Gundam build on stream? So that those types of streams already earned for you. Y'all don't have to pay more money for that. Again, this is why we're gonna try to get the list available for people. But those body doubling streams, like I did with the Venom Lego set, those are gonna continue. Those are gonna include figurines that I can build as well. So you already earned those. You don't have to spend another cent for that. We're gonna do that at least once a month. Sort of like how, you know, a lot of the things like media review on Sundays happen now. So y'all already paid for that. That's paid off. You're good. Yeah, Morgan matched her car on purpose. Exactly. You said the thing, yeah. Unis Tunis, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, Unis Honest Tunis. Yep. That's my channel. Me, Ethan. Tomorrow's my final move day, so there's some last minute stuff I gotta do, but I'll be lurking. Well, enjoy the lurk. I hope that everything goes super smoothly. Getting ready for the big move. And I just hope that that goes really well for you, Allison. Thanks so much for vibing with us tonight. Truly. Typical idea, Halloween stream like last year where we do a Discord channel to show fits and stuff and review on stream. Ooh. Like a special Halloween stream where like people who want to wear costumes or even like do fun makeup or whatever can just show it off. Even if it's not from the day of that stream. It's just like stuff that like, oh, I went to this party or I'm going to this party this weekend. Here's my fit or whatever. That'd be kind of cool, right? That'd be neat. Brian and Wade do Unis Tunis. Don't trap me in a project with Wade. Don't. No, I don't deserve that. I haven't sinned that hard. Okay? Yeah. That would be kind of fun. I don't know if it would be on Halloween. I owe you all. These past few days kind of took up more time from my personal schedule than I assumed they would. Because the plan got changed a number of times throughout the past couple days. So I owe you a bunch of things that I hope I can fit in, and if they bleed over into November a little bit, I hope y'all understand as well. It'd be such chaos. No, it would just be me yelling at Wade the whole time. That's all it would be. It'd just be Wade not understanding any of the Zoomer slang that I use, and then me being like, Wade, what? Why would you say that out loud, ever? You know? Scary times forever. It's true, though. It is very true. For a few of the tip goals I've written down currently, oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Taking school tests. Like high school level school tests on stream. The Quarry, The Devil in Me. Okay, those 4 right there is good, then. The Quarry, Devil in Me, like PSAT, like looking up like a previous year's PSAT, not studying for it at all and trying to take that, or the Halloween Fit stream. I think that all of those are kind of fun. I think all of those are kind of fun. So let me put this in a poll. Y'all, whether you contributed financially to the tip goals or not, get to vote on this. It's just a nice benefit of being here and hanging out and supporting the streams by watching the ads and whatever. What was it? 150 tip goal. Okay, so 150 tip goal. So we got The Devil in Me, which is a game made by Supermassive, another like choose your own adventure thing that chat will be able to weigh in on, and we can try to save everyone we can. There's also what was the other one? Devil in Me. Quarry. Okay, yeah, Quarry. Okay, yeah, Devil in Me, The Quarry. I've never played The Quarry. I know Justice Smith is in it, which is really cool. So The Quarry, The Devil in Me. So those are both scary games. We got high school tests. And then we have the very fun idea of, why is my brain blanking here? Halloween Fit stream. Halloween Fit stream. Fit. I should put community. Okay, that's not gonna fit. So community Halloween fits. Alright, that's good. Whatever. It's like show and tell. Mr. Mops, what's up? Devil and Me featuring Nandre. Welcome to the stream. Y'all have 2 minutes to vote. Please use your democratic ability to do so. Ace, welcome. I personally like The Quarry better than The Devil and Me, but both are such fun. Chat screaming in the background. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna just probably gonna accidentally kill everyone. All the characters are dead. Yeah, Justice Smith, my beloved, truly phenomenal actor. God, I saw the TV glow changed my brain chemistry forever. Question, chat, did Brian ever play Amanda the Adventure? I didn't yet, but actually it's funny because the dev just reached out to me to send me the second game, and I'm gonna email them back and be like, I never played the first game, and they'll probably send me both. I say that because Devil in Me features a character that I think looks just like Nandre. Really? Okay. That's fun. I like the idea of giving that a try. So we'll see. We'll see what wins here. It looks like Community Halloween Fit stream is actually pulling ahead by a significant amount. Again, even if you're not a regular here, you can theoretically skew the vote. It's anonymous. No one will know what you voted for. Yeah, Halloween seems to take it. It is running away with it a little bit. Also, just remember that Jordan recommended Killer Frequency to you before. Oh, I forgot about that one. Is that the radio show one? I forgot about that one. Please, yeah. Again, I'm going to eventually write down a Google Doc that will have all of the possibilities as well, so that I don't keep forgetting all of these. Killer Frequency was cool? Okay, interesting. Game's so good, really. We have, oh, by the way, chat. The dev finally reached out to me for Slay the Princess. And not only did they send me Slay the Princess, but they sent me the Pristine Cut edition, which I guess is like the definitive edition of that game. So I will be starting Slay the Princess sometime soon. We just beat Crow Country, which was, oh my god, if you haven't watched the VOD yet, God, that game was so good. The ending, the twist at the ending. Oh my God. I was like, oh, it's so good. I loved that game. That was so fun. So good. I made a Google Sheet for you and the mods to look at and add a while back. Yes, you did. Yes. Thank you so much, Brookie. I'm going to try to transfer some of the info to a document that I can then show the community as well, so everyone can keep track over there as well. Slayed the Princess. I mean, what? Yeah. Black Tabby Games, is that the name of the Slay the Princess people? I forgot the name of the dev studio already. I'm terrible. All right, community Halloween fits will be the new goal. Miss Crow. It's not called that. Necromedy, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, heard Slay the Princess and ad rip. I'm so sorry. Bad timing. Let me know when ads are over again. I'll be updating the tip goal anyway, just to make sure that we can keep on top of these and people are aware of what we're aiming for. Thank you again to everyone who's helped us hit any of the goals this month. It's been a weird month for sure. Very, very bizarre month. So, everyone just has been awesome. I'm unbelievably grateful. We're still above 800 subs at the moment. I don't know how long it will last, but if it lasts through the end of the month, actually, if we're just over 700 by the end of the month, you guys get a bonus girl week in November as well. Now I have a reason to make a costume. Oh, that's so fun. Community Halloween fits. I like that. Fit stream, I should just call it. Oh, wait. Maybe I should call it like Halloween show and tell or something like that. No, not show and tell. That sounds, what are we, 10? It is like a show and tell, though. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with show and tell. That's cute, right? I don't know. Who cares? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Anyway, y'all know what I mean, and that's all that matters, right? Oh, no, the goal is mushy now. I hate when it does that. Let me fix that. I don't like when it does that. Where it's over the amount. Don't do that to me. That makes me sad. Good God. Alright. 100. Someday, I will be capable as a human being. Community Halloween. I'll just call it that. It's the Community Halloween stream. That's cute. That's actually so cute to call it that. It's Community Halloween. It's for y'all. Like that a lot. Halloween fit redacted. Yeah, Zalgo text. We're cute. Yeah, chat's cute. Y'all are great. Y'all are so wonderful. This is the time I gotta hit the hay. Bree, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out here tonight. Get some good rest. Appreciate you so very much. I really do. Show and tell is like one of the best parts of kindergarten. That's true though, right? Very, very true. Truge and huge, if truge. Anyway, yeah, so I got to babble a little bit. Well, so here's the idea I have for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Selfish Sunday, so the plan is never 100% set in stone outside of media review. But I think what we can do, since I think the last Estes of the night, and then the, like, moment that I saw the figure in the doorway, kind of, you know, peeking in and out, all of that is pretty short. It's maybe a 10-15 minute segment at most. We'll just tack that on a media review. We'll watch that as part of media review tomorrow. So we'll get to do that, and then I'll figure out whatever we fill the rest of the time with. So we can talk more about the Paranormal Detour tomorrow a little bit. I think will be kind of cool. But yeah, that's going to be going down tomorrow. Tonight, you know, I'm just chilling. I went live super late. I'm very, very tired, so I can't promise I'll be around for a long time tonight. We got locked in a graveyard tonight, by the way. If y'all missed the stream, if y'all missed the post I was putting up on social media and pinging to the Discord, we took Jordan and Linda to the biggest cemetery in Rochester. It's one of the biggest cemeteries in New York State. It's a cemetery if you ever want to visit. It's really cool. It's open to the public. Be very aware of what hours it's open. Because you never know who the security guards are going to be. But we took them there just to do a little walk around with the IRL backpack and do a bonus road trip stream. So people got a chance to see Mount Hope Cemetery, which again is one of my favorite cemeteries in the city. It has 350,000 graves, which is wild when you think about the vast number of people that are there. And we just wanted to show it off in more of a historical context, not the sort of paranormal investigation context that most things are done with the backpack and everything. Can't believe that happened, but at the same time I can because Jordan was involved. I literally looked at him and I was like, dude, you are cursed. What happened? Oh my god. Most cemeteries close at dusk, at least where I'm from. This one closes at exactly 8 o'clock. So we wrapped up the stream. Stream ended at 7:52, right? We hugged. We were all like, we had such a great time. Y'all should go on your way. We're going to go back home, get something to eat, shower, whatever. Good luck with the next stop. Good luck with the next guests. Have so much fun, right? It was 7:54 when we said goodbye. Didn't the Mount Hope hours change a few days ago? No, not on. So we looked it up on the website and everything, Bees. But yeah, normally they're only open till like 5-ish, right? And this is around the time I think that they start swapping back over to the 5 p.m. But there was a ton of other guests in there with us. There was even a car that left right at like 7:52. Like while we were saying goodbye and ending stream, someone else was driving out at 7:52, right? So they hadn't closed the gates. The gates were wide open. We saw them where we had parked the cars. Literally, were right at the entrance, like in eye shot of the street. So yeah, it stayed in funny story territory. Yeah, I mean we would have like called emergency workers or something if we had to, right? But what happened was, so 7:54, we say our goodbyes, we climb into the car, literally just back out of the parking spaces, we roll up to the gate, it's like 8:02, right? And the gate is closed. And unlike Holy Sepulchre, which is another graveyard here that's like really famous and really big, there was no like motion detector to let you out and just not let people in. They had the old school padlock wrapped around the bars of the gate. And we were like, well, that's not right. Yo, Mads, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Welcome. And yeah, Gray Lady, I felt so bad because so what happened was they had an outdated sign on the entrance we had come in from on Mount Hope Ave. And we tried the number, and it was disconnected. So we were like, what the hell? How do we get out of here? And Morgan was like, wait, I see on Google Maps there's another entrance over here. Let's go try that one. And so we got up to it, padlock shut. At this point, it's like 8:20, 8:50. Like, we drove like a decent amount through the graveyard at this point, right? Because we were like, what the hell is happening? What is going on? That gate had a sign on it as well. And yeah, Honeybee, that. So what ended up happening was that one fortunately had a sign as well. I called that number. Lady picked up, was like, oh my god, yeah, that happens to people all the time. Don't worry about it. We'll send someone out. I can't promise how fast it's gonna be. The security guard who's responsible is locking up a number of other properties that we're also responsible for, but I'll have him swing by and let you out. So we sat there, and Jordan came over to our car, and we talked for like 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, something like that. We ended up being trapped in the cemetery for about an hour overall. While it was pitch black, fortunately, again, we had the heat of the cars. We had each other to entertain each other and vibe. But the security guard rolls up, and he undoes the padlock, and he opens the gate, and I rolled down the window to be like, dude, thank you so much. We're so sorry this happened. Like, I was ready to apologize, right? And this dude, it's just like his eyes go wide when we roll up to him, and he's like, I am so sorry. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? I was like, you guys didn't take that long to come, let us out after we called. And he was like, no, I am so sorry. We're training a new guy, and He's supposed to go into the graveyard and do a perimeter check and just drive around the entire graveyard to make sure there's no one still inside before he locked the gate. And he didn't. He just locked the gate. So because we were like, yeah, we would have been in eye shot of him though. So like the fact that he probably like looked and was like, yeah, there's a couple cars still parked there and a couple people standing around. They'll probably go to the other entrance or something and just lock the gate. Yeah, he was like, yeah, he's a new guy. We're so sorry. Like he's supposed to do a perimeter check. And we were like, no, you don't apologize. I was like, what I told him, I was like, actually, he did a really good job of securing the gate because we could not get out. And he was like, oh, okay, great, thank you. And just sent us on our way. But it was actually a very sweet exchange. And we all got to look at each other and be like, we didn't do anything wrong here. We genuinely didn't do anything wrong here. It was just like, he showed up exactly at 8. And then he saw the one car go, like Honeybee said, and then went, oh, everyone must be gone. Cool. So that's what happened there tonight. But overall, it's fine. Delayed Jordan an hour, which I feel bad about, but he was like, no, dude, I vlogged about it already. It's going to be such a funny, like, bit. It's going to be a funny story to talk about in the future. We'll always have this funny memory. So that's the way that we were all looking at it. He locked us in real good. Yeah, he locked us. I was like, you locked us in so good we could not get through that chain. The cemetery is safe. But yeah, sure, relaxing in the car with you all did him some good. Yeah, definitely. Like that stream in general. That stream was just very good vibes, very chill vibes. Because again, I was like kind of frustrated when I had a bunch of friends who were in chat, and then Jordan and I were talking about it, and Morgan and I were talking about just like how disrespectful some of the people in the chat were last night. I was just like, man, those people suck. I hope they don't come back, kind of thing. Like but it's not my problem, right? At the end of the day, they're gonna think what they want to think because that's just how life works. Again, I've had much weirder things said about me or believed about me in the like 12 years almost that I've been doing content. So no sweat off my back, but I was like a little bit like, that sucks that like they would be in there disrupting the normal vibe of the community that Jordan's built up over the years and everything, right? Like disrupting the regulars sort of fun time. And we did that stream and we just had such a relaxing good time. It was so fascinating, it was so interesting that any sort of funky vibes went away for everybody. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Phoebe? Welcome to the stream. Luckily, the disrespectful bit didn't last too long. Exactly. And that was the other thing is I didn't even know that happened. So, like, I got some texts from friends the next day, and they were like, dude, I was fuming because there were some fucking assholes in the chat last night. And I was like, wait, what? And they were like, yeah, I almost said something to a bunch of them and called them fucking idiots. And I was like, no, I'm glad you didn't, like, kind of thing. Because I was like, it would be weird optics if like a big streamer in chat called like a random chatter like a name or started a fight, but also I'm like, damn, I got some ride or dies, man. I got some people gunning for me. It's awesome in a good way. Mods were great because I didn't even see what happened. Yeah, exactly. Me too. I was just like, oh, I had such a good time at this place. Awesome. So I had like only a good experience the whole time. I totally missed that, and boy, am I glad I did. Nah, you're all good. You are okay. We didn't need anyone throwing hands. Again, weird people are going to be weird, right? So many of us sitting on our hands to let mods take over, so we didn't get in trouble. That's the other thing. I don't want, like, people to, like, mini-mod and, not trust in the mods. So I'm so glad that the mods were there. And, again, thank you to my mods who got to guest mod during the stream. Y'all did great. You're so beautiful and wonderful. Like, thank you. When there were moments, no one dwelled on it for the whole night. Maybe for like a minute or two after. Yeah, that's good. Exactly. We all had a good time. We were there for the same reason, ultimately. And that's the way that I try to look at those kind of things, right? Where it's just like, I don't have to win these people over. That's not my job. Now I want to review the VOD for Popcorn Munchin'. I don't know. I didn't even go back to look because I don't care. It was a very short part of the stream. Everything was very good overall. The vibes were awesome at that place. So fun. So interesting to explore. You know? My brain's literally brain dead from so much critical thinking from the college homework I did. Oh my god, no. Please. I understand completely, Phoebe. taking a break from homework for the rest of the night and continue doing more tomorrow. I'm glad that you're able to sort of partition it into pieces. Like, seriously. I'm glad that you can relax here. Again, I can't guarantee how long I'll be here tonight. Mainly just going to be chilling with some good energy and conversation with good company with a little bit of power wash. We got the Shrek DLC. Shout out to Square Enix and Future Lab for sending me that DLC. It's very fun so far. It's like a one-to-one replication of so many of the locations from the movie franchise. It's been so fun. So we'll have some like really good chats tonight. We trust the mods completely. We just also want to protect mods. Exactly, yeah. My hands can heart, but also, yeah. Oh, man. That's the other thing, too, is I was like, man, I really hope that those people don't come over here because, like, man, our mods are, you know, ready to go. I'm always so ready to throw hands. I just have to remind myself that it's not my responsibility. Yeah, you guys are supposed to kick back and relax, and that's the whole point of the detours is get involved, get really passionate, get really excited, enjoy the moments that you enjoy, but there's, like, no reason to like ruin your own enjoyment, your own fun, your own peace when those types of things happen, because it's just not worth it at the end of the day. Everyone will forget in a 24-hour period. As soon as tomorrow's happens, everyone's going to be watching that one instead, you know, that kind of thing. The Dress to Impress Halloween update's insane. I'm excited to see it. We'll be doing that very soon, I promise. More passion, more energy, more footwork. I get to throw hands on my friends' channels from time to time. It's very satisfying. Yeah. Did our best to keep it as under control as we could. Much love, Brookie, Austin, and Slade. Y'all were wonderful. Yes. Yeah, and please don't backseat. Yeah, Goose, y'all did great. Thank you so much for your help. Again, I didn't even see any of it, so it's all good. If I didn't see it while I was there checking chat, that's all that matters. Doesn't exist. Really appreciate the fellow Girbeagly mods and also Jordan's mods. They all do such an amazing job at working together and communicating with each other. Makes it so easy and stress-free regardless of how many are in chat or what happens. Exactly, I agree. I'll have to check out the Dress to Impress update. Oh, me too. I love that game. When chat was getting rough during that one point, I just turned chat off for a couple of minutes. Yeah, and you just got the vibe and enjoy it for yourself. Because I don't want your experience to be ruined, right? Jordan worked too hard to build that for you to feel bad while watching that. You should enjoy it. You should love it. You should have a good time. I might buy VIP for Dress to Impress. Oh my god. Yeah, I've also been thinking about doing that. Because I want access to that back VIP room, you know? Is it a one-time permanent? I actually don't know. No idea. Eliza, welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's a 30-day pass. Okay, interesting. It's like $10 for one and done. That's not bad. Ooh, I like that. That's so fun. Because I want access to the big, like, ball gowns and stuff. Oh, my gosh. That'll be so fun. Anyway, enough dwelling on stuff that really doesn't matter at the end of the day. We know what we're about. We have a good time here. A lot of y'all hopefully had a great time. We'll talk about more of it tomorrow. We'll go over some of the footage tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe I'll get really into it and we'll watch, like, way more than what I said we will. But media review tomorrow. Get your clips in. Get your TikToks, whatever you want to share, into the Discord chat room for Selfish Sunday Media. And we'll go over those tomorrow. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Some good laughter. I just got home from picking my parents up at the airport. Sky, welcome. How nice of you. Fallen, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello. I'd probably enjoy it, to be honest, but doing so would just make things more difficult for mods. Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those things. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Anyway, so yeah, talked about Graveyard. We got the tip goal set up. Talked about a little bit of my time on Paranormal Detour. I've been selfish with this stream, talking for over an hour, just yapping away. So please let me know what you've been up to. Please let me know your good news. If you're brand new here, we do a little thing every stream called Good News. Something where it doesn't have to be anything big, as long as it's something that you are proud of, are excited about, etc. That we can all comfortably enjoy together. Obviously, you know, just be mindful about what you share. We'd love to read some of your good news. I can't read it all typically, so make sure that you're congratulating each other, celebrating each other's good news. It's just what we do. It's not a toxic positivity thing. It's more of a life gets kind of stinky sometimes. And it's a nice reminder to people in this community that even if they're going through a rough time, good things are happening to the people they care about in this community around them. And it's just an inevitability for those bad days or weeks or months or years that we cannot avoid, unfortunately. But it's an inevitability that they stop at some point, and you also have good news to share, and we're going to celebrate the hell out of you whenever you do. So feel free to share, like truly. I got a ghosty tattoo today. I'm taking time off for mental health as well. I'm so glad to hear that you're treating yourself and taking care of yourself, honeybee. That's awesome. I love that. I keep joking with Jordan that we got to get Paranormal Detour like Perry tattoos together at some point. Good news this morning, we got to carve a bunch of pumpkins. I carved 10 for a volunteer event that we use for a haunted trail next weekend. Love that. That's so cool. Love you helping out. Very good stuff. Good news is I watched the Beetlejuice sequel and enjoyed it. Also, vending at a market tomorrow and going to a goth night with a friend after. Oh my God, have so much fun. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the movie. I haven't gotten to see it yet. And I have to say that the detour and seeing you on it is my good news. What the heck? That's really sweet. Oh my God. Well, great lady. I'm glad that that could be something that was like a positive, wonderful thing. Good news, got the brakes fixed to my mom's truck, watched the new episode of Vox Machina, and made myself some pizza and pasta salad for dinner. Let's go. Look at you. My God, Brookie. A lot of good news in that. Glad you're taking care of stuff. Glad you're treating yourself. Duchess, hello. Hi. Good to see ya. Is this ZLZid? I'm so sorry if I don't know how to say your username. Usually a lurker here, but my family and I finally got an apartment after searching for 2 months. Congratulations. That's wonderful news. Thank you so much for sharing. That's huge. And please feel free to correct me on your username. Good news, my mom bought our whole family Chinese food for dinner. Oh my God, I'm so hungry for that now. Eternally grateful for her. I especially enjoyed the crab rangoon, orange chicken, and tofu. Ooh, that's so good, Phoebe. Good news, I picked up crochet again. Right now I'm attempting to make a bag for my tarot cards. Ooh, so fun. Morgan's got so many cool little bags and like holders and stuff for her cards. I love it. Little do you know that Jordan has to get a Perry tattoo from unofficial subathon. Oh, dang. Okay, maybe something to get. Crying Crafty, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. What up? What up? I see you're an Ethan supporter, so I have to be wary of you, right? You know, I have to be wary. Good news, I picked up my new glasses Thursday. It was my first time driving out of town completely by myself, so also giving myself a credit towards dealing with my driving anxiety. Let's go, Kim. Proud of you for that. Truly. And awesome to hear that you got the new glasses. I hope they work well. Good news, I got to info dump about crocodilians in the Edutainment channel. Sammy, I've been keeping up with that. It is so fascinating. If you're in the Discord, go check out everything Sammy has shared. It's a lot of information, but it is so fascinating. I even told Jordan about it. I was like, there are some people in my community who are brilliant, literally doing like groundbreaking research about things right now, and I brought you up as an example of it. I just thought that was so cool. Having Brian and Morgan back for a third time at a new place. I know, it was so fun. Aster, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Just got back from New Orleans, saw cemeteries, vampire bars, and also a Waffle House in reality. Last one is an experience. That's so cool. I want to go back to NOLA. I have not been there since I was a kid, and we were there for half of a day, and I didn't really get to experience anything, so I've never really been. But now as an adult, I think I would appreciate it a lot more and understand the culture and history there, you know? Good news, I got a walking pad for my bedroom to get in some exercise while working, watching streams or playing games in Bill Leshy's cabin from Inscription and Final Fantasy. Oh, that's what you were doing? That's so fun, Loy. Also, I really want a walking pad so bad. I think it would be awesome. Said it before, good news. I'm going to LA for a week with my best friend and wrapping it up with Thankmas. Oh my God, Hunter, have so much fun. Have a blast at that. Thank you for supporting a great cause, too. Good news, Dad and I flushed out and changed my transmission fluid. Car already runs better. Next weekend, we install new headlights and valve cover gasket. Let's go. Dude, I just replaced Morgan's coolant. So there we go. Eddie called and came in, very short notice, like what you were talking about. A sad scholar. Good news, Faye had his first official trip out to a sit-down restaurant. Went to IHOP with Grandpa and Uncle. Also found a blanket that he prefers to sleep with now that he's at the age where he can have a blanket. It's a Halloween-themed one with skeletons and pumpkins. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Paranormal Detour was definitely a part of my good news as well. Just some really good vibes to enter the weekend with, especially after a week of overstressing myself over things. So it was beyond appreciated. I'm so glad you got to kick back and just relax a little bit, Brookie. Like, truly, truly. very good news when I hear that people are doing things or experiencing things that just alleviate some of their stress, make them feel a little bit better about like what's been going on. We all deserve to feel hope. We all deserve to set goals. We all deserve to accomplish things and feel greatness for those moments. It's just the way that it is. Like, I just like always want to create that kind of space. I was thinking about it earlier when I sent out that Discord ping where I was like, God, I appreciate this community so much. Everyone is so good here. It's like very rare that me and the mods have to talk about any community issues going on because people just keep it so respectful and very chill and very just upbeat and cool here. Again, not to like say toxic positivity is the way. That's not what we do. We're very realistic. We talk about serious and heavy and somber things all the time, but we talk about it in a way that does not infantilize or invalidate people. We do it so that we can just have human interaction in a really great community setting. So thank you for adding to that. It's just been like really truly wonderful thinking about like just the energy that's here all the time. So I really believe that. Like, I hope that like younger me would have like thrived and not been like so angry and sad and antisocial as I was when I was younger if I had had a community like this. Like, I always think about that I hope I'm building a place that can do that for others. Good news, I got rid of 50 tabs. Also, I got a new dresser and vacuum. Let's go, potato. Hell yeah. Very good stuff. More news, I changed my bed sheets after putting it off for too long, but now they're fresh and clean, and I changed to a warmer blanket because I've been getting cold. Hey, look at you. I'm glad that you're giving yourself something that's going to keep you cozy in the colder months here. Almost cried at the ping today. Did you? Well, please know that it's very genuine, like truly. So mad the theme is red, so I try to be clever and dress like Taylor Swift. Red era, some girlie stole my exact fit. Added a cat to it, it's over. Oh my gosh, you're so cooked. Good news, I'm actually working on art again after struggling for so long. I think I found something that works for me to make things not so hard. Let's go. No, don't apologize at all, Slade. Work on your craft. Develop the things that you want to develop when you have the energy and the attention span to do that. I'm so freaking proud of you. I've gotten to watch your art evolve so much over the years that I just like, I'm always blown away by everything you do. So focus on that. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for sharing all this wonderful news, everybody. Good news is that I got to meet Hannah yesterday for the first time. She hasn't been in stream for a bit, but she was in my area unexpectedly, and we got to hang out. That's so cool, Sky. Oh my god, I feel like you are one of the people in the community who's probably like met and hung out with like the highest number of other late night gang community members. I think that's so cool. Also, just remembered I went out to breakfast with my brother earlier this week, which is a rare occurrence because I don't usually eat early in the morning like that. Also, I had a trip to Target and taught him about Lewis because he missed that side of TikTok. Guys, I can't believe that a year ago I went viral and was on ABC News, like on their broadcast and their main YouTube channel because of Lewis, because I made a TikTok about Lewis. That was so funny. My good news is I've been more motivated to learn and actually put time into my hobbies. Let's go. Let's freaking go. You deserve that. Like, truly, Mello. Dive into those hobbies. Enjoy the things that are fulfilling to you. No one knows what brings us joy as much as ourselves. So find those things that like really mean something to you and make those moments like actually like impactful, like whether that's your relaxation or your happiness or just something that distracts you from like a rough time you're going through. Like, it's so fun. Like, truly. What happened with Lewis? I mean, Lewis is just a big pumpkin head guy who goes, my name is Lewis. And I just showed him off on TikTok, and for some reason it went viral, and then I went on ABC News. Yeah, forgot you made it on the news. Me too. I literally forgot I was on ABC News last year until I was looking through some pictures of the Halloween fits that I did last year. I was trying to look at, like, the femme mode stuff that I did last year to see, like, what I could maybe update a look from or, like, something I might want to revisit, right? And I found those pictures, and I was like the screenshots I took of me on the news, and I was like, what the hell is my life? Like, I've done so many weird things in my life, right? I literally just went paranormal investigating again. Like, it just, I don't know. Thank you, Brian. That means a lot. Slade, thank you. Again, if y'all don't know, can we get some love for Slade in the chat? If y'all don't know, Slade's art is responsible for like 99% of the emotes that we have. If you like the branding, if you like the vibe of our emotes and our sub badges and just the chill, warm, fun, cute energy that's brought to this channel and this community, it's cause of Slade's incredible work. Also, Silver, welcome to the stream. Someone referenced Lewis in another stream's chat the other day, and I had no idea what they were talking about. That was your TikTok. Mine was one of many, I guess, but somehow mine went viral. So mine was one of the like 6 or something that went like super viral. I suppose my good news would be I see my therapist on Monday and also my psychiatrist this week. We've been struggling lately, and I think I need a med change. Uber, it takes a lot of strength to have the insight to be able to recognize that, to ask for help and reach out in a way that is going to serve you. I think that that's one of the best things we can do to be in touch with ourselves. Wishing you luck. I hope it all goes well. And I'm so glad that you're looking for the kind of help that you feel like you deserve, because you do deserve it. I pointed out Lewis to him when we were in the Halloween section, and he was like, oh, okay. And then we went past a cardboard cutout of him near the front. And he asked, so what is Lewis? And the edutainment began. Morgan and I were in Target the other day picking up a couple groceries, and we saw the cardboard cutout one where he had the name tag that said, hello, my name is Lewis. And I was like, that guy. And then again was reminded, yeah, I was on the news. Good news is similar to Slade's in that I joined Blue Sky, and it's just full of artists and not rage bait and misery. I love that.
Twitch can't tell me if this is my 48 or 49 month anniversary. Either way, it's been at least 4 years.
What the heck? Oh my god. Thank you so much, Silver, for the Prime. I know that you only get one of those a month. Thank you for using that here. That's really generous of you. Thank you. 49 months apparently is what I see on my screen. That's a long time. Really appreciate having you around. Enjoy the new Sylveon badge as well. Can we get a little bit of pride and hype for all the good news? And I'm going to finish reading Mouse's news as well. I did a Ponyo-inspired doodle of Simon and Perry during stream last night, and it was so fun to just draw silly guys and not think about it. All my friends are telling me that Blue Sky rocks. I'm one of those people where it's like I've invested so much of my time, unfortunately, into the social media I'm on. I don't know if I want to pick up like a Twitter allegory yet, but we'll see. Because every one of my friends swears by it. They're like, no, it feels like old Twitter in the good ways. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to fall out of touch with my friends, so we'll see. But it's funny because since I started using Instagram more regularly, if you don't know, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever. YouTube, I used to be kind of big on that kind of thing, obviously here. But I am someone who didn't use or take Instagram very seriously for a while, even though I've had one for a long time. And I started posting on there semi-frequently, mainly do Instagram stories to keep people up to date on things happening and when I go live and stuff like that. But it's so weird. I've been in more like DM conversations with my friends and other people on Instagram than I have on any other social media I've had over the past couple years. And if you had told me this like even 2 years ago, I would not have believed you. But like all my friends reach out to me on Instagram now, and it's kind of great to have so many people who want to like chat over there. Good news is that I have time and motivation to work on my art and write a fic I've been wanting to write, and it's really restoring my confidence in my own abilities. Let's freaking go. You deserve that self-confidence. I'm so glad to hear that you're engaging in those like creative things. It's like creative blocks, they're rough. They suck. They're just like basically a mini depression spiral in some ways, right? So whenever I hear about someone who's like breaking through one of those, like that's just an awesome thing. Really, really great thing. Slade Preach, glad you've been able to work on art again. Yes! Oh my god. Send all the kind words to Slade. Can't think of a good news right now, so I'm just going to say y'all are great, and I'm sending you all the best energy. Well, thank you. Whenever you got something to share, like, again, good news will be happening, and we'll definitely celebrate the heck out of you. Difficult to change over to it because, because I didn't really have a lot of people to follow, and those I did follow weren't posting much, but now, guys, it's one of those things with Blue Sky where I reserved my account, right? If you see Girbeagly over there again, I'm not popular enough to steal like usernames from most of the time. That is me. It's gonna match the same profile picture I have on the rest of my social media, right? So feel free to follow. I can't guarantee I'm ever gonna use it, But so many of my friends are using it now. It's the same kind of thing. I didn't really pick it up because I didn't have that many people that I wanted to follow yet. But since the recent TOS and block feature announcements that Twitter made, apparently over 500,000 people have joined Blue Sky. And someone tweeted out, which was, I guess posted on Blue Sky, like, imagine how much you have to fumble. Like, not that Elon's a smart person, he's a dumbass, he's an actual piece of shit. But, like, imagine how inept you have to be to fumble so hard that 500,000 people in a 12-hour span go directly to your competitor. That, like, barely ever happens. 1.2 million in nearly 3 days. Oh my god, the last time I saw it, it was like 12 hours, it was 500K. That's so funny. That's so funny. Good god, imagine shooting yourself in the foot that bad. Good news, I made $203 in tips tonight and got 16,000 steps today. Whoa, look at you go. Congrats. Treat yourself to something nice, Silver. Truly. Other day I discovered there's a tweet deck for Blue Sky now. Oh my god. Let's go. You get your third-party tools. You get a much nicer environment. You get a bunch of people who are all excited to be using social media again. You know, you're making this more appealing to me. What's really funny is I'm pretty sure he's going to have to walk back his block policies on Twitter because the EU literally has laws. Yeah, Canada does too. It's like, I don't know what I mean, no one knows what he's thinking. But, like, good God. We'll see what happens. Y'all know those people that post entire concerts on their Snapchat? A guy I know did that for the Morgan Wallen and Bailey Zimmerman concert I couldn't go to. This is the first time I've ever actually sat and watched every snap. I would die to see Bailey for real. So glad that you got to do that, though. I love the power of the internet allowing us to have experiences when we aren't able to see them in person. It's going to be either keep his ability to read the shit we say about him or pull his app from multiple countries' stores. Yeah, exactly. It's like PR nightmare also. I mean, they already reported early in the year that since Elon took over, Twitter has lost, like, what was it, like 76% of its value? Literally, like, billions of dollars. Investors are already not happy. This is definitely not going to make them happy. Someone is hopefully going to be able to buy the site from him at a dirt cheap bargain price, and then maybe we'll fix shit. We'll see. I don't know. Or everyone's just going to all be on Blue Sky. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, everything the man does is a nightmare. Truly, he is a creature. He is very strange. Anyway, before I yap too much and we don't do anything. New tip goal, we buy Twitter? Yeah, for $200, guys, we could buy Twitter. Come on. Let's see if it gets driven down that low. I'm going to swap over to Shrek DLC and Powerwash Sim. We're still going to be chatting about all this stuff and whatever we want. But I'm just going to swap over and play that. Just chill, vibe with y'all, give you a little bit of like that good ASMR. Oh no, I just saw something on my desktop. Oh, Premiere just updated. I forgot to turn off auto updates again. No! All my Adobe tools just updated to the 2025 version. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Genuinely so mad. I'm probably going to have to learn so much stuff over again. Reset a bunch of my presets. What are we yapping about? Just a little bit of everything. Welcome, Elijah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Shrek DLC. Okay, I got to finish my ad statement. Yeah, the 2025, with Adobe stuff, the update always comes through a few months before the new year. It's so annoying. So, anyway, thank you so much, Square Enix. Thank you so much, Future Lab. Two incredible companies that hooked me up here with the Powerwash DLC. Why is my mouse not working? There we go. Tell Adobe it's still 2024. Go away, right? So, Markiplier play the Shrek DLC. Mark is the only other person I know who might be as addicted to this as me. Anyway, this new Shrek DLC is officially a DreamWorks product. Again, sent to me by Square Enix and Future Lab, so thank you to both of them. This is available now on PC and consoles, so go check it out. It's a really cool one-to-one replica of a lot of the maps from the actual movie franchise, which I'm a huge fan of. So, yeah, you can use the add command if you want more info or to go to the Steam page to buy it. So, there you go. There you have it. Hamster Sammy might be just as addicted. Hamster. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Hashtag add over, by the way, so I can get back to being a little bit silly. Yeah, hamster. God, sad hamster is one of my favorite BTTV emotes. Good Lord. Making a podcast about it. I mean, he's done those like Powerwash Pals podcast things for a while, but
Hi,
cool.
liberal. Nice autism. Did you get that from the autism store?
Juby, thank you for the 300 bits. Thank you so much. Guys, my brain is just so fried that I just could not react to that in any real way. By the way, anyone wondering, we are in the Fairy Godmother's Potion Factory from Shrek number 2, my personal favorite of the Shrek movies. And it's a pretty good one-to-one. Like, look at this place. This is wild. This is really cool. Thank you so much, Juby. I appreciate that a lot. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you here. Welcome on in. We were only 13% done last time I finished. Hopefully, 8's in chat if audio is good, by the way. Again, we use 8 here instead of 1 because we are 8 times as cool as any streamers I know that use 1. One of these days, someone's going to take that seriously. They're going to be like, hey, what? Well, my favorite streamer, D-Tune, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, uses 1. I'm going to be like, yeah. I bet that his paranormal investigation game is weak. That's what I'm going to say. I'm just going to keep the bit going. Because he's got to be strong and he's got... Oh, my God. Holding out for a hero. Very, 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 very grateful for all the people hanging out here tonight. Thank you for being a wonderful, wonderful group of people to have as company. Honestly, Mark should invite me onto Powerwash Pals. I'm surprised he hasn't yet. Just due to the fact that Mark and Amy used to watch all my streams. They used to watch all my streams. We used to play PUBG together, which was really funny on stream. I talk about this a lot. Mark and Ethan are probably the number one reasons, I guess number 1 and number 2, we'll put Ethan at number 2, that my channel ever got to full-time status. Yeah, PUBG zombie streams, those were so funny, right? Because basically both of them were so determined to make sure that I could go full-time doing streaming that I got nepotismed into it a little bit. And to be fair, I had already put years and years and years of, YouTube videos out. I had my own pretty decent-sized community over there for a while. Same with the streams, but like something just like wasn't catching a majority of people's like eye. And then so like Mark started streaming with me and Ethan was streaming with me and they were both rating me a lot and stuff like that. Ethan Shade? No, nothing like that. And I eventually, got large enough and successful enough to do this as a full-time gig, which is something I had, worked really hard to do and dreamt about. So I'm not going to discredit. You guys can even let my therapist know that I said this. I'm not going to discredit the hard work that I put into my channel before my friends were like, yo, we want to help you because we love you. But Mark and Amy used to watch a lot of my streams, which was really cool. And I started playing Powerwash early. Like right after it came out, I ended up playing a lot of this on stream just because it's relaxing to me. This is basically ASMR, is to hear this. And it's easy for me to talk to chat, which I love. Y'all know me. I'm a yapper, right? We can talk about serious stuff. We can talk about silly stuff. It doesn't really matter. It's such an easy game to do that with. Progress. I know. I hope you're all proud of me for saying that out loud, right? But I know that Mark saw me playing this at some point. I know, and I didn't own the game. I wasn't even the first person to play it either. But I know he watched a lot of these Power Wash streams. And then I saw him start doing the Power Wash Pals videos, like the little podcasty, like YouTube videos he did, where he just talked about stuff. And I got some interesting stories, and he knows that because we've been friends for literally years, right? I found you because of Mark. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. And he's done like Kick Club over here a bunch of times to help with charity incentives, which has been awesome. So like I owe a lot to him, which is great, and we've been friends for a while. Well, I'm surprised. He knows I can yap. And the amount of yapping I could do on that, the amount of goofing around with him, unreal. A true betrayal. Unreal. That he hasn't given me that. And honestly, please know I'm just joking. He can do whatever the hell he wants with his show. But I think if I ever get on it, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be kind of cool. I owe it to him that I found you? Oh, well, thank you so much for sticking around so long, Slade. I appreciate you. He's jealous of your yapping. He is. He could never have a natural baritone voice like mine. He could never. Mark? Please. His voice sounds like a squeaky balloon, letting out air slowly. We all know it. He's like, hello, everybody. My name's Markiplier, and today I'm playing a scary game. You know, that's what it sounds like. Okay, I might have exaggerated a little bit. Most of the time, he's like, oh, geez, guys, hey, what's up? My name's Mark, and I'm playing Slender Man 8 tonight. And I just really hope that, oh boy, I hope that Slender Man thinks that I'm really nice and doesn't want to kill me. I think that's like pretty accurate to Mark, right? I don't know. I haven't heard his voice in so long. I'm so cold. You're trying to sound like Gingerbread Man, or is this Power Wash getting in your brain? No, that was a real impression of my friend. Okay, that was a real one. Yeah, can't even tell the difference. Like, oh, geez, All Might, I don't know if I'll ever be able to fight any of those real heroes out there. That's basically it. You know, it's like someone said it in the earlier graveyard stream tonight, that when I was doing that, it sounded like Deku. That's actually just Mark. There you go. Yeah, can't tell the difference. It's really how he sounds, guys. Okay, don't let the weird like voice changing software he uses, trick you. His voice isn't that deep. It's really not. All right. This is the true reason you're a voice actor. It's so funny because Merm was in Jordan's stream when I was doing that earlier today, and I didn't read it out loud because we were at Frederick Douglass's grave, and I did not want to be disrespectful. I wanted to make sure that people could take in the moment and understand the historical reverence and weight of that moment. Merm wrote, Brian, this is the reason you keep getting cast as twinks. And if you're newer here, you might not know this, but a majority of my voice acting roles that I've gotten over the years have been very twink-coded, and there's a joke here in the community that I'm, like, only being cast as twinks. And that it's a typecasting, because that's allegedly what I am. But honestly, I'm too old now. Like, I'm experiencing twink death, guys. So, it's a sad thing to witness, but it's happening, right? But yeah, Merm was like, yeah, Brian, this is why you always get cast as twinks. And I was like, I hate that you said that. It's not a joke if it's true. Good Lord. It is one of those things where it's like, I've gotten to, obviously I can't reveal any of my upcoming roles just due to NDA contracts and things like that, but I've gotten to voice a couple slightly, like, deeper voiced and slightly more sinister characters in recent days. But yeah, it's one of those things where I had to giggle at that message, but I understood why you didn't mention it. Yeah. It is one of those things where it's like, I'll have a casting director or like an acting director hit me up and be like, Brian, we loved your work on whatever project you did. We have a perfect role for you. And I'll be like, oh, awesome. I can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be so fun to work together again. And then I'll get this script and it will be like like some side character, like supporting character on like the main cast that's supposed to be like, guys, I don't know if we should go in there. You know, like that's mainly been my roles. I'm like, guys, I don't know if this is such a great idea. And I have to use that voice, and that's the voice that ends up what happens. I very rarely have gotten to be like, yeah, so we killed the guy with the battle axe. Like I haven't gotten to do that very much. What the Sigma? Guys, I talked to that girl at school the other day, and I think she.
Like
oh no, she thinks I'm a total dweeb.
Twink Death can't catch us if we simply transcend gender. Stay ghosted.
True. No,
Wop,
it's that's my
wop,
favorite like
wop, Wop, wop,
like gender
wop,
joke is like
wop,
people who are
wop,
like
wop, wop,
what's a
wop,
wub wub wub. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Ren, for the 63 months. I know so many of my trans friends have been like, I avoided twink death by just becoming a woman. And I'm like, oh my god, that goes so hard though. It's like, damn girl, pop off. The pauses. Yeah, you made Justin work tonight. Thank you very, very much for that big resub though. Thank you. Can we get a little bit of pride and hype in the chat for a big resub? Thank you, thank you. We don't have to focus on me voicing twinks anymore. It's not the only thing I know how to do, okay? I promise. Need a Brian Himbo character? If some of the shit that I worked on years ago ever releases, someday you might have that character. That's all I can say. There are a couple that I've done that have been a little bit more like, yeah, I'm a little bit of a silly guy, you know, like, what's going on again? Like, kind of stuff. Off-topic question. Do you have a code for Inscription already? Or when you want to play, would you have to buy... Let me think. I actually don't know. I like genuinely don't know. I genuinely do not know if I have the game yet. I think I bought it already, or maybe I did have a code for it. I'll let you know. Although you're not allowed to do anything to send me codes or anything, guys. Give those to your friends. Potato, please, please, please enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much for hanging out here tonight. I need a himbo arc. I think that's me every day a little bit. I thembo it up. Like, one of my Overwatch accounts is literally called Thembo. Because Jordan and I made them at the same time. Because we were like, what if we, like, smurf some of the lower rank games? Do you think we could do it? And then we did it. And then we terrorized so many low rank lobbies. I feel a little bit bad about it. But Jordan made a Himbo account. And I made a Thembo account. So if you ever see Himbo Thembo duo, just dodge the queue. Don't play. Foxer, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but I'm going to have to time you out for a moment. I don't know what the heck this is. Please speak English. Please don't spam weird symbols. And please prove to us that you're a human being and not an AI-generated slop fest. Shake my head, Smurfing. Listen, we were sick of being stuck in, like, plat diamond lobbies. It's not fun. Everyone sweats too hard. Take the queue and take them down? Honestly, at this point, maybe could happen. Like, we're both a little... we're so busy, we're both a little bit washed. So, we'll see what ends up happening. It's almost like it's trying to communicate. Yeah. Prompt failed. Please make a swan with human legs. AI bot in the chat. Guys, I think the new transfer student is trying to say something to me. Too bad I didn't pay attention in class, though. I don't understand a foreign language. God, I gotta stop doing that. I have to stop doing that or I'm literally just gonna keep getting cast as that character forever for the rest of my days. I had a casting director, or acting director that I worked with earlier this year who said that I have to make it out to LA so they can get me into anime, but I'm so nervous that I'm going to get that as my role. god. Me every time I open Duolingo. Duo, I know it's your job to try to motivate us a little bit, like, aggressively, but it really makes me nervous when you tell me that you're waiting for me to finish my lesson. God, I gotta stop. Stop it. Stop. What's wrong with me? Why is my brain this broken? I still nominate Brian for the voice of Ulrich in Fields of Mystria. Do you know what's super funny? So it wasn't Fields of Mystria, but there was another farming sim game that had a dating component that's very Fields of Mystria / Stardew Valley coded that I was invited to audition for. Because they were like, hey, we have a ton of love interests, and, like, you know, you've done dating sims before, you've done visual novels before. We want you to check out the audition and audition for, like, one of these, like I hate that this all happened. I'll explain all of it. But I had an opportunity to read for, like, basically one of those, like, hot anime guys that you see in, like, the Genshin Impact, like, banners and stuff, right? So I would have been one of the characters if I'd gotten the role, right? Where it would have been more of a, hey, thanks for coming into town. It's really great seeing you. You know, like that kind of voice. Like I would have gotten to be really suave and kind of sexy. I had that audition go to my spam folder, and I did not open it until the day after the audition was due. So I missed the audition. And I'm so sad, because I was like, I love those types of games. Nye, welcome to the stream, by the way. Hello, hi. 30 rounds of Mario Party Jamboree sounds like so much psychic damage. I hope you're okay. Yeah, oh no, yeah. Because I love those farming sim games with the, like, dating component that's, like, a little bit more visual novel-y like that. Because I grew up, like, playing, like, Harvest Moon, and I love Stardew Valley, right? Stuff like that. But tip to the wise, especially if you're getting into anything creative that might require your attention, always check your spam email box. I normally do, but I straight up missed it, and it was my own fault, and I felt bad. Of course, you couldn't have opened it like 2 weeks later. It had to be the day after, right? Horrible. Like the universe basically being like, you fumbled the bag here. This was on you. And I went, yeah, universe, I know. And I got a little bit down about it, but I was like, there will be more. And then the other day I was on Twitter, and on my feed was an announcement from that game dev of like, we just you finished casting. Thank you to everyone who cast. Or everyone who auditioned. And I was like, no, I'm so sad. So sad. So yeah, spam folder, how could you? My spam email is always just about UPS trying to deliver my package, or gutter cleaning pro. Yeah, oof. Huge oof. Universe, that's mean, right? I was just getting over it, and then I saw the post, and I went, that could have been me. But whoever got cast, I'm sure they're going to do a fantastic freaking job. And the thing that I always remind people of, especially with voice acting, is there's plenty. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, but there is plenty to eat. Everyone gets a seat at the table. Everyone gets a shot to prove themselves. Everyone deserves to have a shot to prove themselves. And I love seeing brand new talent, or even people that I know, right, get roles. And get to flex a little bit of their acting creativity. But I was like, oh man, I read this script too. I was so sad. Because it really was like I won't say like any character names or anything that might give away the game because it's not out yet. But it was really like very suave, like, hey, looks like you're new in town. Do you want me to show you around? Like, just very pleasant, like, oh yeah, sometimes I sit by the river and I just think about my future. You ever do that too? Like that kind of role. And I was like, fuck, I want to be the dreamy dude. It's been so fun. Who just has like the like really like K-pop idol look, sort of like dreamboat guy. Oh man, it would have been so good. Yes, the emails from UPS that are from the most random email accounts. Yeah, same. It's like, your package will be delivered. I'm like, I didn't order anything. And then it will be like, this is from UPS official .cn.bzt, and I'll be like, that I don't know about this one. champ. Actually give out alpha keys to certain people. I entered a contest on Reddit, didn't use Reddit. Oh no, you missed the alpha for Toontown Rewritten. Sad moment. I've missed a lot of things like that. I'm just like too forgetful. I don't have the brain to store information. Brian, you are the dreamy dude. Oh my god, stop it. Thank you for thinking so. But like I wanna voice one. I want one where I can be like, hey everyone, check out this game. I get to do this dude. Mine don't even have UPS in the Gmail at all. Yeah, half the time it's like something random. It's like john@derek.com, and I'm like, what is that? Once got a spam text where whoever was claiming to be the mail carrier just sent me a PNG of the company's logo before the text. Yeah, I've got a couple of those. I've got a few of those where it's like a picture of the Amazon logo, and it will be like, congratulations, you won a $100 Amazon card. Click this sketchy link. And I'll be like, I don't think so. Wait, Fairy Godmother is DMing me. As you were doing that, I'll do a quick itinerary of the potion room. Make sure nothing's missing. Toadstool softener, check. Okay. Okay, she's got a lot of stuff to go through. Also, someone who has too much on her mind like me and can't keep track of it all. Alpha Seltzer, check. Okay. Sure. Making me want to check my spam? Check your spam. Check your spam email, or you'll never be a dreamy voice in a video game. I once got a phishing email that said, I bet you're wondering how I spoofed this email. Like I'm not actually, it was in a Law and Order episode in 2010. Cherry lips running low. Okay, Fairy Godmother. Happily ever after, missing. Oh my gosh. Phishing attempts are always so funny to me because like, y'all do know we can see the random ass number or Hotmail address it came from. Right, yeah. What does that green rogue think he's going to do with that? Shirk, what are you doing with the happily ever after potion? What possibly could be your plans with that, Shirk? Guys, look up 100 hours of Shrexophone, or 1,000 hours of Shrexophone on YouTube. Trust me, all right? Look it up. It's going to change your life. We are Canada Post. Look, we have a picture of the Canada Post logo. Who else would be able to send you that? Yeah. But the worst part is, it's like for all the, like it's always, my logic is always like, damn, y'all put in that much effort, like trying to send out these mass phishing attempts and scams. Like you could utilize that for like a line of work, all right? Like of legitimate work where you don't have to hurt your fellow 99 percenters, right? Because we're all stuck down here in the trenches together. But instead you're deciding to hurt other working class people. As silly as most of them are, I do get really sad being like, oh man, an old person definitely was tricked by this. Like someone's grandma just lost like $2,000 and I feel bad about it. It's not my problem, but yeah. 100 hours? Yeah, rookie numbers. Turning donkey into bronco. I personally use my archive of vishing and smishing attempts to determine the companies I've applied to who don't secure their applicant data. Oh, yeah, or worse, sell it. Yep, for sure. Absolutely. 100% something to be aware of. I would simply copy and paste the message back at them. There's been a couple times where I'm like, do I just write back to this and act silly? There's a streamer who does that a lot, actually. It's like kind of how he made a name for himself, was he'll write back, or he'll answer the phone and he uses like this voice changer to sound like an old woman, and like live on stream will scam the scammers, and it is unreal to watch. It's very, very funny. Craving a medieval meal with a paper crown and battle axe from Friar's Fat Boy right about now? Oh, same. I'm down with that. Every time he orders that, I'm like, I would order that. That sounds great. And by every time, I mean every time I watch the movie. It's not like he does that multiple times in the movie. Why did I say it that way? Y'all, my brain is so cooked. My brain is full of bees, honestly. Amazing thing is you think it's just old people, but fucking Sprouts, the grocery store, straight up fell for a phishing scam in 2015 and gave away employee W-2s to a random scammer who claimed to be with corporate. I know because I happened to work there that year, and everyone got a letter being like, so you're going to have to file a form with your taxes stating that your information was stolen. What a... huh? What an awful thing. And that sucks because you as the person who is just an employee working there, that's not your fault. And you probably wouldn't have fallen for that. But some like ding-dong ruined it for everyone, compromised everyone's like most important data. That is so infuriating and sad at the same time. You know, a lot of those random smishing or DM attempts are people literally being held captive by mafia-style scam farms. That too. Yeah, absolutely. No, it is one of those things where a lot of people are being forced to work. So it's like, I'm not blaming the boots on the ground grunts. It's always the people who are running the highly illegal operation that normally employs like thousands of people. I agree. Yeah, that's a good distinction to make. But it is like the way I feel about it, where I'm just like, man, these people could just be not bad. The people who run these things, like, have y'all tried just being normal? Have y'all just tried, I don't know, doing less than this? Because this is way too much work, and you're putting yourself and other people at risk. You know? I kept getting calls from collection agencies. I blocked 30 numbers and got a text that said, did you block me? You should have been like, no. I never would do that. You're my most trusted confidant. Remember that time at summer camp? Oh, I know you remember that time. I didn't tell anybody. That's something I'll take to the grave with me, okay? Bogart, hello, hi, welcome. Good to see you here again. Just randomly got the hiccups. Oh, that's the worst. I hate that. Boo! Did I scare him out of you? Did it work? Was it good? Was that good voice acting? Guys, my voice acting can get people to stop hiccuping. It's kind of good. Kind of good like that. Look, it can't be that expensive to buy a McDonald's franchise license is all I'm saying. Right? Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like, that's like guaranteed, like, better time for everybody involved, honestly. So, yeah. Top tier spoops. Of course, I love being here. I feel so loved and safe. Well, I'm so glad you feel that way. I was kind of talking to Chad about that earlier, where it's like, I'm so grateful I have a community that is very easy to vibe with and talk to and joke around with, and we can clear up misunderstandings in real time because everyone's just like very open to like just how good things feel here. So I'm always like so grateful that people feel that and they enjoy that energy, because it's not just me. As I always say, I am one person amongst literally thousands of you. You're the ones who bring that energy. Whether you're someone who's lurking and just vibing, staying in your lane, you're like, yeah, I don't have to get into discourse here. Or if you're someone who like actively keeps chat active and vibes with each other's, energy, and like is, just doing your best to enjoy whatever's happening. Like whether you're making each other laugh, whether you're making me laugh and participating in the conversations at hand, whether you are, enjoying the gameplay, whatever it could be. Thank you. Like, heartfelt thanks. That you do not get that guaranteed everywhere on the internet. It is not something that's easily controlled. It's actually most of the time completely outside of anyone's control. I can't control what people do. I can only control how I react to it, right? And even then, I might not be able to control how I react to it. But I can control afterwards how I communicate about how I reacted to it. And that's what I try to do. I try to be transparent. Like, I'm old as shit. Like, I might as well be me on camera. I don't really know how to be anything else but me. So, thanks for keeping me honest. Thanks for keeping me on my toes. Thanks for making me laugh. Thanks for just hanging out and vibing. Very kind of you. Gas masks required, chat. There you go. Keep getting texts from scammers thinking I'm both a person named Michelle and also Richard, which I'm neither. Yeah, those are like really different things. Did you for a while like only get Michelle texts and then right after you only got Richard text? Because if that's the case, Richard, congrats on the transition. Like, good for you. Good for him. Like, king shit. Let's go. Hell yeah. Like that could be it. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's really not a scammer. Maybe it's someone who's like trying to be respectful of new information. What the fuck, Richard? Good lord. Yeah. Hope y'all are keeping yourselves safe. Hope you're all keeping your data as private as possible. It's the same reason that we're like, hey, you know, especially if you are someone which you shouldn't be here if you are under 18, but if you are, do not let me know. Do not let other people know. As chill as we are here, that information, you never know who else is watching a stream, no matter how good the community is, and what they're going to do with your private information. So please keep that to yourself. It is a community rule. It's something that we try to encourage to not happen. It is one of those things. Keep all your data safe. Keep all your information safe. That stuff's online forever once it's online a lot of the time, so just be aware of that. It's a little bit harder to find it sometimes because the sheer volume of crap that's online now, but there are people who might not have the best intentions, that you never know where they might be lurking. Not calling out our lurkers here, but like just as a general sort of rule, something to think about and keep in mind. That's how I've kept my information safe all these years, as much as I can, you know? I want you to do that too for you. I keep getting political texts, and I would give some... Oh my god, we were talking about that. Linda and Morgan are the two who keep getting all these political texts, and we're getting a ton while we were all out hanging together. There's so many. And it's like, my thing is like, the people who send these are people who have career political platforms. And I know they're funded by super PACs. So, no, you don't need my fucking money. You have money. I know you do. Like, I'm going to come next month. I'm going to vote. And then that's going to be that. That's the responsibility that I'm putting on myself. And that's it. I'm not giving more of my money to a career politician. Just not the way that I do it. I live in a swing state. My mailbox, my email, my text, my carrier pigeon. Oh, gosh. Internet does not know precisely how old I am, and that has been a rule of mine since I first stepped into the internet. Ace! Look at you go. Damn. You had more foresight than me. I'm on famousbirthdays.com and a million other websites, so a lot of my personal information's out there, you know? Yeah, I'd never send money to politicians. Yeah, it's like, I don't need to stan a politician to know what policies are important to me. I don't need to stan a politician to, like, I don't need to buy all their merch and shit to, like, know what's important to me as a citizen of this country and of this world who just wants to help as many people as I can, you know? That's the way that I look at it, so. Speaking of that, I went out, bubbles, in the wind and rain to vote in provincial election today. The person at the poll saw my ID and went, "You were born in year, would you be eligible to vote?" Chat, I'm in my 20s. That's so funny. Yeah, more bubbles. The texts for Michelle are for gutter repairs, buying a new home. The texts for Richard are of a bowling team that doesn't exist and also buying a new home. So Richard, after transitioning, was like, I wanted to join a sports league, but I still need a house. That's the story. That's the narrative I'm going with. Damn, Richard's life is changing in some ways, but not others. Good for him. You know, pop off, king. Sometimes we can't do arithmetic. I was talking to Linda and Jordan about that literally like 4 hours ago, where I was just like, I am like a fake math gay. Like, I can do some adding and some subtraction, but outside of that, it's like, I took Calc 3 my freshman year, the first week of my freshman year in college. I started zoning out in the class, and I went, when am I ever going to need Calc 3? And I dropped out of the class, and as soon as I did, I just forgot literally anything that's beyond basic addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. Outside of that, I don't know anything else. So, rooting for Richard in this house market, right? Good lord. This housing market's awful. Morgan and I have been, like, looking for new stuff. The whole time Jordan was here, he was like, when are you moving to LA? When are you moving to LA? You got to move to this neighborhood. And I was like, Jordan, I've been looking for places in LA longer than you have lived there. I know what I need. I know what I want. But also, I can't move to LA right now. I'm poor as fuck. But we've been trying to look a little bit because the real estate is in various neighborhoods going down a little bit. So we'll see. New rule, guys, no learning new knitting stitches under the influence. Yeah, I feel like you can't retain nearly as much as you want to, you know? Love getting spam calls and they leave a voicemail and it's like, your Spectrum bill is changing. Stop right there, bestie. Yuck. Yeah. Ew. One of my favorite tricks as a card-carrying STEM queer is telling people that they've known how to do calculus since about 4th grade. We just don't tell you it's calculus until college. Wait, what? I had a math teacher who straight up told us, you'll never need this stuff. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, they were probably like, yeah, so if you do major in this later on, your career choices are math teacher is probably what they... We need more people to teach that subject, but no one knows why we're teaching that subject anymore. I feel like there's a lot of subjects out there like that, honestly. I had a philosophy professor, and like I like philosophy. I had enough credits in philosophy that, so again, when I was in college, I majored in psychology, but it was after majoring in English for a couple years and then swapping to psychology. So I had enough credits to major in psychology, to minor in English, to minor in philosophy, and to minor in French, I think. God, my brain... God, what are they called now? A student... Who are the people you meet with that are basically like guidance counselors for college kids? Can't remember what those are called right now. Brain is too fried. But they were like, yeah, so do you want to like triple minor? And I was like, no, absolutely not. Because they were like, you only need to take like 3 more classes and you can triple minor in these 3 fields. But I had a philosophy professor who stood in front of class. Advisors, yes, thank you, Rat. Appreciate that. There's a student debt maximizers, yeah. How many more classes do you want to take on? And I was like, I can't take on more debt or I will die. So gets up to class, right? He's like, hey, everybody, you know, I'm Professor whatever his name was. He's crosses his arm, leans against his podium. He goes, yeah, I'm just going to be fully honest with you. If you follow the route of philosophy, like the very specific field that I'm in, your only option is literally to become a professor of this. And everyone in the class were like, ha, ha, ha. And he was like, no, I'm being serious. Like, you literally can only become a professor of this pretty much. There's, like, no other job prospects. Like, you can get your degree and go get a different job, but, like, the only job that this degree will apply to is teaching this class. So, we were like, oh, well, thank you for letting us know. If you understand the reading on your speedometer, miles per hour, congrats, you understand derivatives. Okay, fair, that's true. If you understand the square footage of your home surface area, congrats, you understand integrals. It's just that calculating those can require certain logic and mind tricks depending on what you're trying to communicate. Okay, now that you've said that, you're actually... I never have thought of it that way. You're actually right. Wow, that's cool. Very, very cool. None. No more classes, please. Right, yeah. By the time I was, like, you know, done with college, I was like, I am done with school. Please no more. But now that I'm a lot older, I'm like, I kind of look forward to, like, hopefully being able to retire someday. And then I'm going to go to, like, the local community college and just, like, collect degrees in, like, weird subjects that I've always been interested in, but never really served any sort of, like, practical application in my life. And I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be neat to just learn. Have fun. No, and tenure track positions are fucking hard to find because the old white guys won't retire. Yeah, I mean, because the old white guys go, oh my god, I have tenure. I have to hold on to it forever, right? Calc professor frequently told us that calculus is easy, algebra is hard, and he was right because 90% of the difficulty of calculus is chewing on a wild-looking equation long enough to force it into a form you know how to solve. Yeah. Yeah, that is all calculus is. It's like learn matrices and a bunch of complicated formulas, essentially. But they're actually, like, once you get them down, it's just repetition. For sure. Brian's retirement plans side quests? Kind of. Like, I am a forever student. I don't know everything. I'm learning all the time. People teach me things all the time. I'm so glad to learn. I love knowledge. We have a joke here, for those of you who are newer, that this is the #1 edutainment stream on all of twitch.television. And the edutainment is a combination of education and entertainment. Just like a lot of the TV programming you grew up watching, like Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer, and video games you might have played, like Mavis Beacon, if you're really old like me, Word Muncher, Math Blaster, frickin', I don't know, anything that, like, taught you how to type or do something. Like, all that kind of thing. We're the #1 edutainment stream. Because we do try to always be learning, always sharing different facts about different things. Someone walks away being like, damn, I learned something. Yeah, Math Blaster. Oh, man. Calc professor frequently told us that calculus... Oh, wait, I just read that. This is where my brain's at. Guys, I need to go back to school. Yeah, Zubumafu. Yeah, stuff like that. So, I'll never understand algebra. You know what's funny? My Duolingo, right? I started trying out the math lessons just for like a little bit of like a refresher, and like they'll walk you through like the basics of stuff and help make it a little bit easier, you know? Yeah, number crunchers, yeah, jumpstart. Oh yeah, we're gutter goblins. Accidentally took my linear algebra credit last out of all my mathy classes as a physics major, and it was 3 of us physics majors, about 20 secondary ed majors, versus this old Polish guy who escaped the Soviet Union. He's like, okay, you 3 over there already know what's going on, but for the rest of you, oh my gosh. I just for an easy math credit, because I needed 1 more to graduate by the time I was a senior. My last semester at college, I took college algebra. And I knew it well enough because, again, I came from a background of, like, calc and stuff. I had already done all the fundamentals that I just never went to class. And I would only show up to turn in assignments or take tests. And I got an A in it. So that was kind of awesome. That was great to have, like, an easy class and then another free period, essentially, in my schedule, which, you know, I would use to pick up extra shifts at work, to pay for school, or to hang out with Morgan, because we had started dating by then. My name on Nitro type was... Oh my god, Hunter. That would haunt me as well. Scattered, hello, hi, welcome. We must submit to the drowsy. Potato, take care. Thanks so much for hanging out. Yeah, Ace. I took some college physics, some like quantum physics and stuff. I love that shit. It's so cool. It's fun. Really neat to learn. Sorry. My throat is also really dry for some reason. I think it's just been nonstop talking in the multiple streams I've been a part of this week. Again, thank you to everyone for hanging out so late. I appreciate y'all a ton. I really missed hanging out with the community. It's been good. Thanks to those of you who were supporting my friend, too. It was really nice. It was good seeing you again over there. I was watching one of my favorite shows from childhood. I was like, wow, this is a lot more racist than I remember. Yeah, Liza, unfortunately, a lot of that. A lot of shit. Math requirements were so funny and had so much significant overlap in upper division college. From a computer science background, I basically took linear algebra at least 3 times. Wild, yeah. It is really interesting when they repackage certain educational fundamentals into classes over and over again. For sure. Really interesting how they do things. And it all depends, you know, on the institution and the professor teaching it. But I think that it's one of those things where sometimes when I was taking advanced classes, I was a little bit grateful for that refresher, because I'd be like, oh, shit, I don't have this as down as I thought I did, right? So Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brookie. Thank you, Night. Yeah, take care. Like, truly. From all the scared screams. Guys, there's a ghost. Only math class I struggled with in high school was geometry, and one of my friends who became a math teacher told me I was learning college level work in a class that was only supposed to be high school. Wild, yeah. Very teacher dependent. 8-hour paranormal detour and an 1.5-hour cemetery stream where you basically got locked in there another hour, and now a 2.5-hour yapping session. All in the last couple days. Yeah. Yeah, and then having a guest or 2 guests here and just talking pretty much nonstop with them, for sure. Yeah, there's been a lot of conversation. There's been a lot of talking. So, I'm tired. My throat is a little bit tired, and I'm back at it again tomorrow. But I'll rest. I have this... I think it technically counts as like a supplement, but it's this like essentially like herbal remedy that one of my voice acting directors suggested that I get, and I think it was like $11 on like Amazon, and he was like, dude, I'm gonna send you this, and I am so worried you're gonna think that I'm peddling like crappy, awful like vitamins that you see like Instagram influencers like sell out to, and he's like, I promise it's not one of those. And he sent me the listing, and it's I wish I could remember the name of it. It's like Nia Zhong Pei Pa or something. It's a Chinese supplement thing, and he's like, dude, I promise you, I've done so much research on it. I swear by this stuff. It's actually, like, really good for you in moderation. But he's like, it's basically, it tastes a little bit like a cough syrup, but it is an herbal remedy that is going to make your throat feel really good, and it works every time. And I was like, okay, I might as well try it. This dude who is a professional that I trust, you know, I've gotten to work with on some cool stuff. I'll try it out. And I got it, and I did not believe the hype, but oh my god. That stuff is a miracle. Half the time that you hear me on stream after I've done like a super long stream the night before is because, or a voice acting session the like night before is because that stuff kept my throat healthy. Ninjam Peipa, that stuff. Yeah, Phantasm, thank you. But the herbal kind specifically, because they have another kind that is like not herbal. So I'm also not trying to peddle this. This is more of like a, this worked for me, it might not work for everyone. The only controversy that I could find that of this brand, and I'm sure there's some more. I unfortunately, I can't speak Chinese, so I can't read like the Chinese news. But there was a news story about how a ice cream shop was putting it into their ice cream as a viral flavor because so many people are aware of it in China. And people are like, ooh, this is so great. This is fun because it's like a weird, like abstract, like off the beaten path, abnormal, kind of unorthodox ice cream flavoring. And then pregnant women, unfortunately, were not, they were dealing with some bad side effects from it because it is in China at least, the regulation is like certain herbs and supplements count as straight up medicine. And they weren't advertising that it was medicine. They were just like, try our, like, yeah, that, whatever that name is, I probably butchered it, like inspired ice cream flavor. And then they got in huge trouble and they had to take it out and got, reported on. There was a Dropout, actually featuring voice actors, and they talked about this. Really? Okay, so I'm not the only one peddling this to you then. Good. But yeah, one of my voice acting directors was like, I swear by this stuff, dude. This is gonna be great. And he suggested it to me because I did a voice acting role recently where I had to scream super loud. And he was like, no, your technique was good. It just happens sometimes. He's like, it's technically a voice actor milestone, so like pat yourself on the back. But I screamed so hard that my throat ended up bleeding a little bit. Like I coughed up a little bit of blood after the session. And a ton of like anime voice actors I know and video game voice actors I know have also encountered that. It's not a healthy thing to do regularly, that's for sure. But if it happens from time to time, it's the biz, it's the gig. But yeah, that happened, and he was like, no, dude, I got this thing for you. It's going to help you out a ton, and he suggested that, and I swear by it, but also I don't want to push people into buying herbal supplements or anything like that, so please know this is not sponsored. Please know that this is fully a subjective opinion about this. It doesn't work for everybody. And please don't feel like, oh, I want to become a voice actor too. Oh man, one of the streamers I watch who voice acts said that I need to do this. No, you don't need to use this stuff. It's just something that worked for me. So please keep that up, or keep that in mind. So yeah. Robitussin would be a wild ice cream flavor, but there's a reason that we don't do that. Yeah, it basically does taste like Robitussin as well. It's kind of just Robitussin with some herbs, and I use it very sparingly. I just use a very tiny amount sometimes before a stream or after a voice acting session or anything like that. Silver, enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, always do your research and talk to your trusted doctors. Yep. Ice cream thing reminds me about when Voodoo Donuts had a donut dipped in Pepto-Bismol. I remember that. Oh my God, Rat. What a deep cut right there. I remember that. Once in a while, I worry about the voice actors who did screams for Dead by Daylight, especially those early characters that were basically volunteers from within the company and not actually trained. Yeah, and they would have way less vocal training. And I'm going to say this on the internet, and someone's going to make a comment about this, but I'm going to say it. But I have done a... How can I rephrase this so this does not immediately become chat being like, ha, you said that. I've trained my vocal cords in my throat through theater and on film acting and chorus and tons of voice acting classes where I can maintain and streaming and content creation and everything like that, right? With tons and tons of practice and tons of build up and tons of focused, very intentional exercises to not hurt my throat a majority of the time when I do commentary for long stretches or do voice acting or do singing or anything like that. So if you are in one of those fields, highly recommended not to rely on like a supplement and to do some training because, yeah, I do always worry about volunteer voice actors who have to do high intensity stuff. So, yeah. You ever take a hit so big you're gasping for air? Typically not, because I am, I'm someone who, like, just kind of vibes these days. Like, it's like, oh, I'm maybe going to talk to Eddie before bed. Or maybe I'm going to talk to Penelope a little bit before bed just to get myself, like, kind of tired, kind of sweepy, you know? You became... Jacob. I was trying to use language that would prevent chat from saying things like that I was the throat goat. There was intention here. Jacob. I'm pretty sure the reason Steve's voice actor in TBD has that distinctive sing scream is they're probably more trained as a singer and just fell back on that. The ah, like that. Mm-hmm. You can always kind of tell. It's funny because the most recent time that I had to do a big scream like that, right? I had to do this like super angry sort of anime power-up scream. Again, this is actually the same voice director, the same guy, the same acting director who told me to get the supplement. I ended up doing my first take, and he went, hey, that was great. That was huge. That's exactly the energy, the length we need. It had the right spirit. But he was like, I'm going to give you a trick to help. God, chat. Okay, chat. For 1 second, you're not just gremlins on the internet. You're people learning from me. I'm going to give you this trick to open up your throat and just go for it, because I can tell you're holding yourself back a little bit, and that's going to hurt your throat more than if you just open your throat up all the way and just go for it. I said that sentence on the internet. All right, now you follow through with your side of the deal, chat. Tuned back into you speaking about opening up your throat. Stop! Here to learn only. Yeah, thank you. I feel like the more you try to prepare for chat, the worse it gets. Seems like solid advice. It was very solid advice. Open my throat. Got it. Taking no. He was like, if you are afraid of hurting your throat when you do a scream, you will hurt your throat. If you are trained to the level you are, I am, and you just go for it, then you won't. And then I did it, and I still hurt my throat a little bit. And he was like, it's just bound to happen because you went he's like, you went there and you did great. And he's like, that was awesome. So, it was just one of those things. Asking for a friend. Stop. But I did it, and it was like the biggest scream I've ever done into the mic. And he was like, holy shit, man, you fucking killed it. So, yeah, I always get very worried when I hear like that constricted, sort of like what Ace was talking about earlier in DBD, where you hear that like, like that. Like almost like a falsetto, right? Like if you feel yourself like feeling that falsetto pinch in your throat, you're not yelling right. If you just go for it once versus having to do 12 takes because you're holding back, that's just physically less stress on your body. So the reason that it tore up my throat also was I did, oh man. So they were all various lengths. Some of them were like 2 seconds. And then some of them were like 6 to 8 seconds. And then there was one big one that the sequence was one scream that I then moved up into another scream. And it was a total of 14 seconds. So I had to take a breath partway through and just elevate it and like sort of do that anime like build up. I ended up doing like 6 takes of that. So as a result, that just alone, just the repetition, it wasn't necessarily I was using a bad technique. It was just literally the repetition of that destroyed my throat. So hopefully it comes out okay. I haven't heard the final mix yet. I haven't heard, how it fits in the scene 100% yet. From the playback that I got during the session, it sounded kind of cool. I was like, was that me? Whoa, cool. And my acting director liked it, so that's kind of all that matters at the end of the day, right? But yeah, it was a big thing for me. It was cool. Anyway, no more about my throat. I think you could just get your screams from when you get scared on stream and put them all together and use that. I don't know how me going like like that would work well for like an anime style power-up scream. Can you imagine? It's like, I've seen you finally made it here to face me. Like that. I don't know if that's gonna do it. 1 hour of silence interrupted by Girbeagly screams. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. It was a power-up? Yeah, it was a big power-up moment. I'd watch that anime. Well, hero, I guess you've made it to my palace, and I guess that means we have to fight. Oh, jeez. Speech. That's right. You're facing the Dark Lord, and I'm ready to take you on. Now prepare for my special attack. Like that, is that cool? Is that a cool character? Would that be kind of neat? Okay, but Jesus. But an alt voice track with those types of screams would be hilarious. I mean, I've made the joke before that I'm gonna like redo all my lines as 7 in Boyfriend Dungeon because I was so stiff and wooden back then with my acting, and I look back and I'm like, man, I did that 4 years ago. Oof. I make that joke. I would love to mod pack some games I would love to make some mod packs that people can just easily install on Steam of, like, my voice doing stupid things. I think it'd be super funny. Oh, got perfect. Relatable. Oh, boy, I hope the hero doesn't hurt me. Hero, if you stand right there, then my ultimate attack will hit you. Oh, F grade. Failed the math class. Ads are back. Uh-oh. Adge coming up. Hit the Adge better TTV emote if you're in an Adge, and we won't talk about important things. We'll just be vibing. We'll be big vibing. God, I really am just typecast as a twink all the time, though. Holy shit. It's like... Again, every time, like, hey, Brian, I got this audition I think you're going to be perfect for. I'm like, oh, yeah, what is this? Oh, this is going to be so good. I'm going to get to use my natural voice. They know how I talk in real life. Oh, man, I'm going to get to sound like this. So easy to act when I'm just being natural, right? And instead, it's like, oh, man.
Bread makes you fat. Bread makes you fat?
Good luck on your quest, hero. You know, like, it's kind of like, fuck. Again. Scattered, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Bogard. Bogard, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge whenever your ad break ends. Thank you so much for that generosity. Thank you so, so much. Like, truly. Y'all are so nice. Y'all are so kind to each other. I appreciate you a ton. Someday, Chad, I'll be in anime. We'll see. Someday. Again, I've had a couple directors be like, you got to make it out to LA and get into some anime. And I'm like, I'd like to. It'd be kind of cool if you auditioned me for some stuff. I want to read some stuff out there. Magical girl attack, form of twink with bad aim. Is this bad aim to you? You think the 34% of this place that I've washed is bad aim? Check out this aim. There's dirt right there. It's gone. What can I say? I'm a gamer. I might be a little bit of a gamer tonight. The theme of Dress to Impress this round is apology video. Get the ukulele. What I make an anime girl. Wait, an anime. Wait. What if I make an anime and why did I read that as anime girl? Oh my gosh. Wishful thinking by me. What if I make an anime and cast you as the main character with no auditioning required? I mean, you could, but I recommend against it. You want the best. The best, the best, the best, the best, the best. Yeah, you want the best. So you should audition people. Now, what a gamer. Teseo is a great step towards anime, the gremlin he is. Oh my god, I love playing Teseo. The first repeat character in a game franchise. And the fact that I've gotten to play him in 2 projects so far that have been made. I've gotten to play him in 2. And I've gotten to share the same Japanese voice actor both times is such an honor. And it's been so fun, honestly, to just play a repeat character and be like, I'm the official, like, dub actor of this particular character. It rocks. Yeah, what a sniper. I know. I love getting apology videos as a Dress to Impress theme. We'll have to do some of those. Brian making an anime baby? What? No. I realized how I hated Dress to Impress when I finally figured out how to change genders in that game and went from last place to first win. Oh no. You're not prepared for my aim attack. Yeah. You and Matt Mercer are the only voice actors I know by name, so as far as I'm concerned, you are the best. Oh my god. No, an honor to be included alongside any mention of Matt Mercer, but god, that man is a god. I'm nowhere in the same league as him. Well, also, speaking of, one of there's an up and coming. He's kind of young, but he's a fan-freaking-tastic voice actor. His name is AJ Beckles. He's been a voice in a million different things, but he got a leading anime role, like the main character, in the anime dub of Dan to Dan. So he plays Okarun. And, you know, I've been interacting with him on and off on, like, Twitter because he, like, tweets a lot, and he's just, like, such a good upcoming talent. And, he randomly liked the tweet about Jordan, Linda, Morgan, and I getting locked in the cemetery tonight. He does not follow me, by the way. So when I saw his like come through, I was like, huh? Why did my tweet pop up on his feed at all? That's cool. That's neat that he liked it. He probably thought it was funny. Because it was about the security guard coming by and being like, oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. We trained a new guy today, and you know. So he probably thought it was really funny. But I was like, man, what a way to get on that dude's radar. Matt Mercer scared the shit out of me during last night's detour because I had Vecna's character page up in DVD, and he randomly did a second voice line. I almost passed away. Oh my god. Matt Mercer is, I don't know, he is just so good at everything he does. I still haven't had a chance to meet him in person, but I have a lot of friends who are friends with him. But he is definitely, like, huge inspiration for me as a voice actor. I think that he is a phenomenal talent, and just creator in general. He's kind of showed a lot of people that, like, nerd culture is worth paying attention to, and is capable of telling these incredible stories, and, you know, lending your talent to these incredible stories that are being written and made. And I just really appreciate how he's gone about that his whole career. He's so good at what he does. That, or he was like, yes, the cemetery exit gates claims another victim. Matt Mercer's the nicest? I believe it, honestly. Seems like a nice guy from all the stories that I've heard about him. Learned Matt Mercer was in Baldur's Gate 3. We're just like, of course he is. He's everywhere. He's in everything. He should be in everything. He is an incredible vocal talent. Had to pop in the Matt combo. Him and the cast in Critical Role really inspired me to try to do voice acting, but no clue how to start. So I am going to go through a rant that I go through with every single person who says that. And to bring up AJ Beckles again, I'll be tagging him in as well. I retweeted some of his advice, because he's obviously in, like, mainstream anime as, like, a big voice actor right now, and a lot of huge video games and stuff. So let me pass on a little bit of advice from people who have been doing this for a couple years. My number one thing, and I'll tag this in chat here, but there is a website, and this is going to look like it was made in WordPress in, like, 1998, and it probably honestly started back then. But if you are aware of a very famous voice actor who's done literally thousands of voices over the years, named D. Bradley Baker. He's one of the best in the business. Darbeast, hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. But he made a website called iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. And you're going to click that, you're going to go, wow, it looks outdated, and like it's never updated. D. Bradley Baker updates that literally all the time. That is going to give you the start. Almost every voice actor who's successful right now, whether they're in Hollywood, whether they're doing anime down in Texas, whether they're in New York City doing voiceover stuff there for, like, commercials, every single voice actor I know has visited that site and utilized it. If you are someone who's just starting out, there's a section for you. If you're someone who's a little bit more advanced, oh yeah, I did some, like, college level voice acting, but I never really got the technicalities of it. Where do I go from there? There's a section for you. If you're someone who's like, hey, I've been doing voice acting for a couple years, and, like, I've even booked a couple gigs, but I don't know, like, should I make a demo? Should I get an agent? That website is for you. There is a section for you. Yeah, that site should be in a command. You're right, Xander. Maybe we'll add one soon. Don't tell Brian, but it's so cozy when they info dump on voice acting. I love to listen to it, even though I heavily doubt I will ever need to know any of this. Yeah, I'm so sorry this is a hyperfixation. I'm glad some people like to listen to me talk about it. It's just such an important part of my life and something that I've wanted to do since I was a kid. So getting a little bit more, like, mainstream success in the past few years has been literally a dream come true for, like, young kid me. But yeah, that website is a crucial tool if you want to get started. And now I'm going to loop in AJ Beckles' advice as well. But AJ put out a tweet the other day. Like to listen to folks hyperfix say, oh my god, well thank you. I appreciate it. I know I go into like the same ramble rant every single time someone says this stuff, but my thing is I want as many people who want to get into a creative field, whether it's art, voice acting, music, whatever. A lot of things that I've done in my lifetime as well. I want as many people to have a good shot at trying it and succeeding at it. Again, I don't see you as a rival. I see you as someone who is going to get to sit at the same table as me and everyone else, and there's plenty for all of us to eat. I promise you. So definitely check that site out. It's a lot of information. It's going to feel very overwhelming. I promise you of that. I'm sorry. There's years and years of information on it. But another thing about voice acting I remind people of is even if you're doing it as a hobby, you still have to do a little bit of studying. You do have to unfortunately teach or treat it a little bit like it's school, where you are memorizing certain things and figuring out certain things that might work for you to get to the goal that you want to. You really have to like look into some of that. So that's something that you will have to study a little bit, but there are like step-by-step guides that will get you started. AJ Beckel's advice was the other day in a tweet, just fucking do it. Like, it's the Shia LaBeouf thing. And it's, who cares if you buy a microphone that was $15 on Amazon and you read a script and it sounds like absolute shit. You don't know how to act yet. You don't know how to use the equipment to the proper optimized degree. Do it. Because the moment you do, you are a voice actor. You're not an aspiring voice actor anymore. You literally took the first step towards whatever you want to do with it. Whether that is a hobby, whether that's a full-time thing, whether that's being in video games, whether that's doing, a commercial voiceover, reading audiobooks, whatever it is that you want to get into, you have become a voice actor in that moment. You tried. You heard how your voice sounded through a microphone. You went, oh, man, maybe I could have done this better. Maybe I could have done this better. It's going to sound crappy. You're going to cringe at yourself, but you need to push yourself past that mental hurdle that is holding you back from even trying, because the only thing that will make you fail is never trying. It's never too late until the coffin lid is closed on you, as morbid as that sounds. It is never too late to try anything until it is genuinely too late, until there's no breath left in your lungs. But up until that moment, if you're fucking 82 years old, even, you have a shot at doing something. There's people in their 80s who are professional voice actors. There are people in their 80s who are professional musicians. You got to look at it that way. You got to not hold yourself back. You take that first step and you go, damn. First step in a long journey. Didn't like how I delivered that line. Didn't like how my voice sounded. Shit, but then you know what to look into. You know what you need to focus on. Oh, man, my acting's not that great. I should sign up for an acting class or watch a YouTube video that teaches the fundamentals of acting. Shit, that's free. Yeah, I can go on YouTube and look up like the fundamentals of acting. Or, man, I don't like the sound of my mic. I think it's too close to my mouth. I'm going to push it back a little bit. Let's do another take and see how it sounds. You become a voice actor. That's all it takes. You learn. You self-teach a lot in this field. There are tons and tons of resources. There's tons and tons of people who want to make you better. There's tons of classes to sign up for if you want to. I highly recommend signing up for classes. It's elevated my acting in recent years. So that's the way that it goes. Yeah, speaking of D. Bradley Baker and Shrek, he voiced one of the 7 dwarves in the first movie and some background characters in the second movie. There we go. He's been in everything. But yeah, that's the advice I give you as any creative out there. Also, thank you, Strix, for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that so very much. Welcome back as a subscriber for an 8th month. Really appreciate that a ton. Thanks for your generosity. Thanks for your kindness, your support of the stream. So, a channel on TikTok that puts out short scripts on a timer. If you practice, you can practice doing script reads on a timer, which is a very important skill to know. You might not get full ADR dubbing practice. There's a lot of classes that teach that. But you'll you'll get a little bit of experience. You'll get a little bit of the feel of like pacing, stuff like that. It's like writing an art and any other creative thing. The act of doing the thing allows you to be the thing. Exactly. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, and there's roles for every age. Exactly. Every character type. I mean, shit, there's like people in their 40s that are still voicing high schoolers in anime. Didn't realize how much I needed to hear that speech. That actually makes me feel a lot better about trying to get into it. Hell yeah. Listen, even if you take your phone, like it's not optimal, right? You're never, unfortunately, you're probably never going to be able to land an audition on your phone because the mic is just not optimized. It sounds tinny. People hear, you know, it's not a real microphone, that kind of thing. But even if you go, you know what, I'm going to boot up the like voice recording app and just talk into it. Write a script, find a script. There's so many free scripts online that are used for practice that are just everywhere. Just download one of those. Find it. Just be like, you know, read the lines into your phone. Play it back. Hear how you kind of sound. Get an idea for it. You're a voice actor. You're a voice actor right there. Boom. How's the night going after your escape from accidental graveyard locked room adventure? Great. Wonderful. We're just vibing. We're sort of recovering from... Morgan and I are both recovering from having guests over. She cleaned up the house a bit. I showered off. We put away a bunch of stuff. We are back in our own chill space and hanging out here with this incredible community. So, yeah. Hunter, enjoy the lurk. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you a ton. Truly. Thank you so much for vibing. But, yeah, I hope that inspires someone out there. I know it sounds corny. I know it sounds cliche, but shit, I just cited two major voice actors, D. Bradley Baker and AJ Beckles, who also want you to succeed, who have this advice because they're not afraid of other people entering the industry. If anything, we want fresh talent. We want new people. We want creative reads. We want interesting voice prints. We want people who are gonna embody a role and just have so much goddamn fun that, like, you can hear it in their voice. You can hear them do that kind of thing. It's awesome. It's so fun. Is this the Shrek DLC? It is. Yeah. It's so fun. It's available now on consoles and PC. Thank you again to Square Enix and Future Lab for sending me this DLC. The one-to-one, like, of the iconic venues from the Shrek franchise. Like, this is the fairy Godmother's Potion Factory from Shrek 2 is just so accurate and so fun. We washed Shrek's house. We washed a whole bunch of other stuff earlier in the DLC, but it's cool. This is one of my favorite ones already. It's really neat. So, yeah. Anyway, hashtag ad over. Caleb, what's up? How we doing? Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. I am recovering from a series of very fun streams. Going all over the place. Fortunately, I got to stay in New York this time instead of going to Ohio with my buddy Jordan, D-Tune. But welcome on in. Yeah, we're just chilling. I'm probably not going to be live. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I did not realize it was almost 3 a.m. Straight up did not realize. Y'all are such good conversation and such good listeners. It's... wow, yeah. Oh, my God. You've been super busy. Love to see it. Yeah, thank you. I have been super busy. I'm very tired. I'm very, very tired. But I've been having a lot of fun. I just am doing things that hopefully other people enjoy. In these moments where I hang out and give my time. And that's that on that. But yeah, thanks so much for joining here tonight. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, it does though. It really does. I had a blast tonight. This has been very good. I think what I want to do is I'm going to try to get to like maybe 50% clean on this. And then we tap out for the night. And then tomorrow we got Selfish Sunday. I'll try to go live much earlier than I went live tonight. Y'all will have given me a bunch of media review clips in the Selfish Sunday media review section of the Discord. And we'll go over those. We'll watch some of the clips from last night's Paranormal Detour out at the Chittenango Landing Canal Boat Museum, which was really cool. We got a lot of cool moments from that. And we'll just vibe. We'll have a good time. We'll figure out some other stuff to do for that stream. So, yeah. Oh, no, I missed the DM from the fairy godmother. Oh, well. She was probably taunting me or being mean. Don't talk much, mainly because crippling social anxiety, but the vibes here are always top tier. Well, Rakalov, I appreciate seeing you in chat whenever you feel like it, but please never feel pressured to talk if you're, you know, uncomfortable or anything like that. I'm not here to force anyone out of their lurk. That's not the type of community we are. We enjoy the fact that you just enjoy us and this community, like everyone in this community. So thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that you enjoyed the vibes. Last night was crazy. I can't wait to recap it. Oh, man. It was like, there was some really cool shit that happened. Really cool shit. We're not going to do what we did with Bel Air 2, though. I'm not going through all 8 hours of footage or whatever this time, because that was just a little bit too much of a commitment. But definitely going over my Gestus Estus, because I've never gotten to do that before, and that was really fun. Definitely going to go over the moment where I thought I saw someone in the door, because that was, what the hell was that, right? And then we're gonna maybe go over some other stuff. We'll see. I might get lost in the sauce tomorrow and be like, maybe we'll go over some more, and we'll look at some other clips and whatever. I don't know. We'll see. I don't got a plan fully yet. Here's the DMs you missed. So if Shrek has the happily ever after spell, the question is, what am I going to do about it? And then the possibilities are almost endless. Oh, she's scheming. Just like in the movie. Shrek, no! Shrek, you're in danger! Shirk! Shirk, no! Don't fall for traditional beauty standards. Now, I got to do the anime voice, right?
Shrek, I know you're an ogre, and please don't yell at me, but it would mean a lot if you listened. The fairy godmother knows you have the happily ever potion, and gee whiz, I hope you don't get in trouble.
After the creepypasta stream, I looked in my Dropbox for the Rake sound design project I did. I misremembered thinking that me and the other members of the group, Maddie included, each voiced a portion, but no, I voiced the wrong thing. It definitely sounds like I'm reading off of something, but hey, didn't sound too bad for something I did 6 years ago. Hell yeah, let's go. I'm scheming. Please no more. Nailed it. Please cast Brian into a Shrek anime. I feel like you did really well at your Estes. I'm so excited to see how the questions and answers lined up because, again, I've never done that. And y'all know me. I have to mention it every time. I know I'm that obnoxious, but I have to mention it every time. I am a pure skeptic. I really am in many, many ways. And I don't know what my feelings are about the Estes, even after having done it. Mainly the reason I got affected by it was, for those who don't know, I am diagnosed with CPTSD. And as a result, the incredibly loud, constant noise and the sensory issues that the blindfold caused all at once while I was trying to like intently listen, knowing that like I was responsible for trying to communicate stuff I heard, was so overwhelming that I got genuinely a bit overwhelmed doing it. I did tell Jordan that now that I understand it, I think I would do better doing it a second time if I ever get a chance to. But that first time, it was just, like, so overwhelming that I did get a little bit, like, overstimmed. I was overstimulated for, like, hours after the stream ended as a result. But I didn't want to ruin the moment. I wanted to make sure I saw it out strong. So everyone's saying that I did a good job. Thank you very, very much. That's really kind of you. Very excited to watch back the clip, though. Very, very excited to watch back the clip. Really, you did really well. Proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thought it was fun. So anything you heard from me, though, it's like a lot of the times it's so hard to tell from the outside where I'm like, maybe they misheard something or, you know, they're trying to only pick out things that, like, would make sense in a ghost setting. So you heard me say a lot of things that, like, might not have lined up or might not have been accurate to the situation at hand. Sometimes you saw me go, they said this, but I was making sure that they weren't actual like commercial radio clips because there was like a lot of song lyrics coming through and what were clearly like local commercials of like come on down, you know, like that kind of thing. So I try not to read those, or say those out loud, but there was a lot where like it would be kind of like Bumblebee from Transformers. The first movie where Bumblebee is like speaking through the radio, where he's stringing whole sentences together with various frequencies because it does scan the frequencies so quick. And what ended up happening was if I heard a sentence that was like, you know, she was right or something like that, like I would just say that, you know, like she was correct. And I'd be like, I think that's what it said, because those were the very clear words I heard. But as someone who's very skeptical and wants to have like very hard scientific like data that can't be refuted by other skeptics who are rude, I was like really trying to make sure that all my answers were actual things I heard that were actually clear enough to not be deciphered wrong. So that everything you heard was like truly stuff I heard. So I'm glad that it lined up with some things. You also took care with what you heard is why I think you did really great. Well, thank you. Because there were like a couple moments that's like, uh-oh, a little bit of time has gone by here. And I haven't said anything. Uh-oh, you know. Like, I feel like a skeptic's gut with Estes is the best. I try to do my best to make sure that, like, I'm giving as good of a go at things. Like, I'm never going to be like, oh, that's stupid, let's not do that. I'm never going to be like that kind of person. I always want to be enthusiastic and be like, yeah, I'll try that. But if it's just not working out, it just doesn't work out. But that, I'm glad to hear it kind of worked out. So, fellow skeptic, I spiritually really want to believe, but I'm a man of science, so I have an extremely high standard for evidence. I think that's a great way to describe it. I have an extremely high standard for evidence. I'm the same. Because I do have a ghost story, and it's irrefutable. To convince me I want to be objective, really appreciate you doing that level of due diligence. Well, I'm glad. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Maja, I just giving you a heads up. I'm probably ending here in just a little bit. I'm just trying to get this to 50%, although I'm distracting myself from my rambles. But welcome on in for whatever you're here for. Next detour you and Morgan are a part of, I would love to see both of you do an Estes if time permits, just to compare how both of you take it in. Yeah, because Morgan definitely is someone, it's very fun, the dynamic we have. Thank you for hitting me with that, by the way, Juby. Morgan, obviously practicing spiritualist, practicing witch, but she goes by the school of thought of oftentimes the mundane is more common than people try to make it. Sometimes the simplest answer, you know, Occam's razor kind of thing, is what's actually going on. It was just wood expanding. She always goes the scientific approach first to eliminate that before launching into her spiritual part of it. And she's had enough of those moments where she's like, I factored out all this, and then this happened. Instead, did I ever share the story? I've shared it a ton on stream. Ask me tomorrow when we have more time, Dyer, and I promise we'll go through that for sure. I can reshare that story again, my one ghost story. And chat always teases me, and they're like, Brian believes in one ghost. And I'm like, yeah, that is actually really true. I believe it. It's not that I don't believe in other ghosts. It's like people will be like, oh my God, I saw this ghost. And I'll be like, I believe that you believe you saw that. But I wasn't there. I didn't experience it. So I myself can't like 100% be like, yes, that really was a ghost. I can go, I believe you saw what you're saying you saw or experienced. But I personally don't have any say in that because I wasn't there. There's no way for me to confirm that. So cool that you have that story, but I'm not someone who's convinced by that because it's secondhand for me. Other ghosts are just not as cool as your ghost. I mean, other ghosts have just not shown themselves to the degree that my ghost story is. So it's one of those things where it set such a high standard for me, whereas like, I don't know about this other stuff kind of thing, because I know what ghosts are allegedly capable of kind of thing, you know? And I don't know all the rules of how that all works, so I could just be the wrong person, you know? I could be wrong about all of it, and I want to be proven to a degree incorrect, and I am willing to change my my viewpoint once that happens. I would love to be like, yeah, I'm a full believer, kind of thing. Brian believes in one ghost, and then Edwin is an exception. Edwin's just my homie. Edwin's my friend. I can't put a label on Edwin. Edwin's just, the guy. Yeah, Brian believes in exactly one ghost. Is so funny. But yeah, that's where I stand with all that kind of thing. And Morgan is great, where it's like, so I'm a skeptic who wants to be a believer, and Morgan is a believer who always approaches it as a skeptic first. So that's how we've kind of balanced ourselves out in the very long 16 years we've been together. It's just like how we do things. It's like how we keep each other comfortable, how we support each other, how we compromise on thought processes when it comes to like reviewing evidence. And a lot of the times, it's really funny. This is something like we talk about all the time with Paranormal Detour, is Jordan will regularly be like, Morgan is like the most spiritual person I've had on the show, which might be true because Morgan is a practicing witch, and when she really gets into it, she is very spiritual. So like from a textbook definition, yes, he's right about that. And I'm the biggest skeptic he's ever had, which again, textbook definition, kinda, but a lot of the times, and he'll go, and I'm right in the middle. And Morgan and I will always be like, I think Jordan believes a lot more than me and Morgan put together. Because he's enthusiastic about finding answers. And he, once he gets a piece of equipment interacting with him, immediately it's, them's ghosts. That's definitely a ghost I'm talking to. He's way, way, way more into the believer side, which is nothing wrong about that. There is literally nothing wrong about that. But it's so funny that he's always like, and I'm in the middle of the two of them. And I'm like, I don't know about that, man. It's like, yeah, Morgan believes in like spirit guides and thinks that we have spirits that pass through the house and et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, in those scenarios, at the very least, Morgan will be like, no, I think that was like a floorboard, or like I was hearing sounds, and I was like, what the heck was that? Man, what was that? And Morgan was like, yeah, that's just water dripping outside. And I was like, damn, okay, yeah, you're right. At the very least, if he started in the middle in the first detour, he's definitely not in the middle. Yeah, exactly. And that's great. It's fun for the show to have different viewpoints, and I like that we all kind of are figuring it out for ourselves without really influencing each other too much. We all come to our own conclusions, and a lot of the times it's me and Morgan being like, yeah, I don't know about that one, and Jordan being like, well, I talked to the spirit for like 20 minutes, so it's definitely a spirit. We'll be like, okay, sure. Wooden Plank Creek, Jordan. This is it, boys. This is Ghosts. It is not in the middle anymore, yeah, for sure. For sure. And that's cool that the show has given him so much exposure to what he thinks is consistent to his beliefs, or that other experts in the field, can corroborate on, that kind of thing. That's cool. That's awesome. I love that the show has opened him up to that kind of thing. But for me personally, it's like I've only gotten to do 3, right? I've had my one experience that was not on Paranormal Detour. And then every time I've been on Paranormal Detour, there's been a bunch of stuff I go, I straight up can't explain that, but I can't 100% say that's ghost either. So yeah. I can imagine doing all the detours would push him towards a believer or skeptic naturally. He's definitely more of a believer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't let him tell you that he's in the middle anymore. Don't let him do it. He won't admit it probably, but yeah. Jordan never admits anything, and that's part of his quirky charm, right? He's a stubborn one, which makes it kind of funny, because then you have like very light-hearted debate. You have little light-hearted interactions of teasing. There's like a comfortable boundary and line there, so I dig that. I mean, it's why you guys are brat chat over in his community. Brian and Morgan's Paranormal D4. Hey, I mean, we'd be down. We would be down. We'd totally do it again. We are... I told y'all about, this was a while ago, so I don't think it's like something that we're trying to do anymore. But a while ago, Jordan was like, I want to make this like such a regular thing. I can just like have like me and Morgan there, or at least me there, like for a lot of them, because I am just so skeptical, but I keep things respectful the whole time. that he thought that would be a cool element, and we'd basically just be like the Ghost Files boys. We'd be a Ryan Shane duo in that way. And that was like one of the, and that was like years ago we were trying to plan that, and it kind of just logistically, financially can't really work out. Like, I'm a little bit too poor to travel that much, and I can't take that much time off stream. I can't take that much time off doing content. So maybe someday, though, the dream, you know, that'd be kind of cool. Love most of all that he comes at it with respect, and so do all his guests. It makes for a great show. Yeah, Jordan does his best to pick people who he knows will have fun with it, come to their own conclusions, and also maintain some level of mindfulness. Whether that's because they are, you know, just people who give off that energy already because he knows them personally, or someone who is, you know, socially an activist, very progressive type of thinking, you know, very mindful, good-intentioned person. Like, those are definitely the types of guests that he tries to vet. And I think that that's a really good approach to it, because it does allow, I think, more people to open their minds and, like, think about things in a way that they might not have before. He likes stay ghosting despite what he said. Yeah. Keep saying stay ghosting. I love that. Again, that was just such a throwaway joke. It was 3 a.m. My brain was completely scrambled right after the Estes, and I just went, you know what we always say here, chat? Stay ghosting. And it stuck around forever. Stay ghosting's in the chat if you're staying ghosting. And that would be the thing, too. That would be so funny, is if Jordan and I get to tag team this way more, and we do our own Shane and Ryan sort of duo. If that is our actual tagline, is stay ghosting. That would be so funny. Stay ghosting beanies now in the merch shop. It'd be very funny. But yeah, Jordan's way more of a Ryan. I am definitely way more of a Shane. Definitely a Shaniac through and through. But never to the level that Shane goes. Like, we made the bingo board recently for when we do the Ghost Files watch streams with the bingo. And one of them was like, Shane like threatens the ghost. I'm never going to threaten a ghost. Because on the off chance that a ghost is like, okay, I'm going to just murk you now. I don't need that. I don't want to do that. I want to go out on my own terms, ghost. You know, I'm not going to do that by taunting something I don't understand. That is a danger that only Shane Madej has survived, in my opinion. Being like, I'll fight you guys. Like, we were talking about it because we were, I can't remember who said it, but they were like, you know what? Like, yeah, Shane does kind of threaten the ghost sometimes, but he never goes, like, too far. And I was like, there was an episode where Shane straight up is like, if you're really here, kill me. Kill me now. Kill me. I'm right here. Kill me. And I'm like, no, thank you. Never going there. The thing we always said has never said it before. Yeah. You guys know the thing we always say is stay ghosting. Every episode of Paranormal Detour, we say stay ghosting. We've done it for years. Guys, you have to believe me. I was literally part of the first Paranormal Detour in Bel Air, Ohio. 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. We invented the phrase stay ghosting back then. You know, yeah, there's a couple where Shane just straight up is like, murder me. If you exist, you can murder me. And then Ryan will have his proof. You know, yeah, rock and roll buckaroo is burned in my brain. Yep. Literally asked a potential non-human entity to eat his heart. Right. The man is unhinged. I appreciate that people aren't immediately ready to fight the ghost. I think Chris would have, but that ghost was super racist, so that's fair. Yeah. Chris is just a homie. That's what it is. Chris is like a real one. I love Chris. I love that Jordan, the whole time I was, like, after I was done with the Estes, he was like, dude, Chris is going to be so jealous. He's like, he wanted this to work so bad. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, Morgan tells me I'm allegedly attuned and sensitive all the time. I don't feel that. I don't understand what that would feel like or entail. But I don't know. I think it's just because I think about death all the time. Merm, hello. Oh, y'all still ghosting, huh? I just woke up. Merm, oh my god, I hope you enjoyed your nap. Or if you have to get up to go do something, I hope you enjoyed the sleep you got. I'm ending here in 2% of this map washed. Just as a warning. 1% now. So hello. Chris is good being. I love Chris. He is a wonderful dude. Like, truly. Wonderful guy. That's so funny, though. I'll have to tell him. I'll, like, shoot him a text tomorrow and be like, hey, by the way, the Estus worked for me. And he's going to be like, what, bro? And then I'm going to be like, yeah, but you pulled the Evolving Skies Umbreon card, like Pokemon card, and that's worth $1,000 now. So what the hell, man? That's how that conversation's going to go. Chris got a lot of silence during his as he was getting accustomed to it. You were in it right away. That's so funny because I feel like I waited a while before I heard anything coherent. Because again, I was focusing to make sure that it was something coherent and not a radio ad and not a song lyric and not something I was just assuming. It felt instant? Okay. Chris's case, I think centering himself before he goes in would help calm the inside's deep breaths. Yeah, also Chris's ADHD is somehow worse than mine. I think in the hierarchy of ADHD for guests, Ethan's is definitely number one. Because he's basically a living, just psychological lab test study of, like, what would happen if we found a way to personify ADHD in a human body. So Ethan number one, which is why it probably took him 3 times to get it going. Also, that means I'm 3 times better than Ethan. And then Chris number 2. Coffee Chris especially, number 2. Me, probably number 3, but I also, like, do the thing where I do a little bit of the neurotypical masking when I go on Paranormal Detour just to make sure that I'm not being, again, not that I naturally would be disrespectful, but just to reel it in and make sure that I'm extra mindful and aware of what I'm saying and making it very clear to chat. Like, yes, I am a skeptic, but I want to believe and I'm never going to be a dickhead about it. But I'm very, very ADHD. Y'all might know this from streams and content over the years. But I'm probably number 3 on the list there. That coffee hella did not help. Coffee Chris is the funniest thing that has ever happened on the detours. You're doing a check to make sure you couldn't hear Jordan and Morgan. Felt like you said your first word immediately after that. Wow. We're going to watch the clip tomorrow. We're going to watch the clip tomorrow for sure. You hit 50%. Oh, I did. Shit. Okay, thank you. Holy cow. Sorry, chat. This has been wonderful. I would love to hang out, chill with everybody more, but it is so late. ADHD example. Live while we're talking about ADHD. I would have streamed until 4 a.m. until we were at like 75% and gone. All right, I thought that we were at 50. Yeah, ADHD, the first stream tag you see here. There's a reason I entered that in first on my stream. I enjoyed it, but for Estes, I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. That's okay. Again, I don't know if I believe in Estes. I didn't feel like I was channeling anything. It was just I was saying the words I heard. And if they happen to line up, then I'll be like, whoa, cool. But in my mind, it's like, cool, we proved a lot of coincidences. There's not really a way for me to feel like, I don't know. It's just like, it's like not my thing. Oh, you mean coffee? Yeah, before Estes. Well, little known thing for you. By that point in the night, I had 4 energy drinks, which is not healthy, by the way. But it was necessary for me to survive the day. I was on 4 energy drinks, but I have the I had 2 Alanis and I had 2 Red Bulls. You weren't like, no, when I said that on stream, like I had 2 Red Bulls, I had 2 in the morning, and to be fair, a number of hours went by. So I had 2 Red Bulls in the morning, and then we got to the place, and I had, I had an Alani in the car, so technically I had 5 that day, which is way above the healthy limit, so please don't do that to yourself. But just to stay awake and alert and alive, and I have the ADHD thing where I intake a lot of caffeine and I get very sleepy. But an Alani on the way there, and then multiple times throughout the night in the break room, two of those times that I stopped by the break room, the command center, I had an Alani. So 5 total, 3 within the like striking distance time-wise of the actual venue. So that was that. Yeah, caffeine makes me kind of sleepy sometimes. Yeah, exactly, Uber. Now, I don't get the panic thing. I don't get panicked very often. I'm more of like a sensory person for like my panic, like when I have like any sort of anxiety or any kind of like PTSD sort of reaction to stuff. But yeah, I was on a lot of caffeine and barely felt it by that point of the night. Yeah. Energy drink Brian versus coffee. Chris, who would win? Oh, Chris he's got like 8 feet on me. And also, when he buzzes, he's buzzing. Oh my God, Coffee Chris. Anyway, chat, this was so lovely hanging out. I usually don't get panicky, but I also only been affected by caffeine once. I don't process it properly. A lot of people with neurodivergent conditions, a lot of people with neurodivergence do not process caffeine, especially ADHD, do not process caffeine properly. I'll let you know. That is a studied thing. That is real. You'd had over 600 milligrams of caffeine during that day. Shit. I think the anxiety from caffeine has gotten worse as I've gotten older. Oh, I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. It's rough when I hear about that kind of thing, because it's like, drink a lot of water, maybe try to close your eyes, try to rest. I don't know how to help, really. Oh my God, it's way past 3. I am so sorry to anyone who... I've ruined your schedule. so sorry. Let's see here real quick. I probably can't do a traditional raid just because I am tired. Actually, you know what? I feel bad bouncing right away, but like if you can at least join me for the raid, even if you have to go right away as well. It is Saturday if you want to keep the party going. Sachi, my friend Versachiko, is streaming, so we can raid over there to help boost her numbers, since they're counting raid numbers now in that. I would love to get her to partner. I would really love to get her to partner, so even if we can affect that even a little bit by raiding in, that is a really nice thing for us to be able to do. So even if you can't stick around for the whole stream, at least help her out with the raid. Thanks for the lovely stream, Little Starfish. Thank you. I'm so glad that you had fun watching the Paranormal Detour also. Like, thank you. But yeah, we're gonna head over to Sachi. Speaking of average viewership, obviously it's been really nice. Like we had some really good viewership tonight. I really appreciate everyone. I try not to ever talk about stats because I never want someone to think that I'm trying to reduce you to a analytic on my dashboard. That is silly. That's very, very silly. That said, I am someone who wants to push for myself a little bit more, and I want to make sure the community is on the same page so that it doesn't feel like you are just an analytic, so you don't feel like you're just a number, that you're just a username behind a screen, because I know every single username here is attached to a real person, and I wouldn't have what I have now if people weren't involved in some sincere kind of way. But I would love, if at some point we get back up to the triple digit like promised land of like 100 average viewers, and I just think that would be a cool milestone. We don't have to set it as like, oh, we have to force it and get more people in here or manipulate it in any kind of way. More of just letting you know what my goal is, because I just want to do that again. It just sounds like it was a cool thing. I haven't had something to like really work towards in a little while, like outside of like tip goals and sub goals are lovely, but not everyone can participate in those kinds of things. So like I really hope that we can get back there, just as a personal sense of accomplishment, as an accomplishment as a community, so that we can all be proud of that together. And just like, I don't know, everyone's been like really consistent and kind tuning into streams lately, and I don't know if vibes have changed or the content that's being offered has been more interesting and fun or what, but whatever your reason for it, like, thank you so much for sticking around and just like doing this thing with me. Like we're genuinely all in this together. The community doesn't exist without you. I know that sounds cliche, I know it sounds like lip service, but it's like a real thing that I feel like I don't have community without other human beings, without other people who I know are hanging out there on your side of the screen, maybe laughing, maybe smiling, maybe feeling inspired by something I said or someone else in chat said, making friends. Like Sky was talking about earlier, meeting another longtime community member the other day. That's so cool to me. I love those moments where people like have a genuine human connection, because I feel like the internet drives us all apart into our niches so often. It's great to have a common place where we all get to be together and just feel the energy of being humans. Like, that's a cool thing. That's like an awesome, unique thing that humans get to experience. Like, thank you for letting me be human on camera, and thank you for being other, like, just nuanced human beings. Like, we're not always gonna we're not always going to agree. We're sometimes gonna debate. We're sometimes gonna butt heads. But that's just human life. It would be very boring if we were all the exact same. So, like, thank you for just being a part of that experience. I have stories to tell. I have, things I get to talk about. Like, it's just so neat. Like, thank you very much. Dropped off in a Damien raid. I never left. God, Damien's such a sweetheart. I hope we get to, like, game or something together at some point. I still have not been in a voice acting project with him. I really want to get into one with him. I think it'd be fun. You're constantly inspiring. Well, I'm glad, because what else do I have to do with my old age but tell people there's hope and that things can change and you never know when it's going to happen. You don't. You can't predict your tomorrow. You might be like, oh, I'm miserable right now. Nothing's getting better. It's always going to be like this. I'm doomsday spiraling. You don't know that. You can't predict tomorrow. You might have a really good guess about what's going to happen tomorrow, but maybe you get the best news ever amongst that, and things just turn around. You don't know. That's what happened to me, like, genuinely. So, thank you for the stream tonight. It was such a lovely vibe and a great time. Well, thank you for being here, Slade. And again, we appreciate you so much here. When will your old age be starting? Oh my God, I'm so old. I'm so tired from this past couple days. I'm exhausted. Goes hunting with Damien somehow one day. Oh my God. If you would be into it, that'd be dope. I should recommend him to Jordan. Be like, yo, hit up Damien. He's so chill. He's so cool. Definitely gonna try to pop in more. I really enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Well, thank you. It was so nice to get. And again, if you want to let me know how to say your username, just so that I can do my best to make you feel included whenever you're in chat, please let me know. I'm gonna do my best. I might forget. It might take a while for me to nail it. I'm not good. I don't have a good memory. I'm bad at pronunciation. You name it. But I'll do my best whenever I can. He would be so down, I bet. I wonder, yeah, it would be cool to have.
Due to boredom. I have to pee.
Merm, I'm ending the stream. You're paying for dead air. What the heck? Thank you. People pronounce it Zid. Okay, so it starts at the XID, kind of. Thank you so much, Zid. Thank you for letting me know. Merm, thank you so much for the generosity. Can we get some pride and hype one last time in the stream here? Merm, I appreciate you a ton, but also, like, good Lord, you're paying for nothing right now. I'm gonna be gone till tomorrow. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate you. It's been lovely getting to know you recently. If you're one of the 5 who got a gifted sub, please make sure you're saying thank you. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. I'll do my best not to get canceled in the next 30 days so that you can continue to use the emotes without representing a problematic human being. But thank you so much, truly. I really appreciate everything. Oh, raid message, real quick. Let's do, oh my God, let's just do, oh my God, that's gonna be, Sachi won't know what the hell we're talking about, but if you do not have my Pog emotes, feel free to use anyone else's Pog emotes with this message, and or any hype emotes or whatever at the beginning and end. But that is your raid message pinned at the top of chat there. If you want to copy paste that, just doing stay ghosting. But you just got canceled yesterday. That's true. What would be the raid call that would be copying? It's right there in chat for you, Phoebe. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's cute. It's fun. Yeah, if you want to use the little Perry ghosties, that's good too. Whatever you want to do there. I'm not picky. You don't need to have brand loyalty to me. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Please be very kind, mindful representatives of the community. Not that I have to tell you that. Sachi's great. You're going to enjoy the energy over there. Looks like she is playing Star Wars Outlaws. She's very passionate about Star Wars. Loves Star Wars. So I think that you'll get to see someone really love what they're doing on stream and have fun. Actually, it looks like you just beat the game. So you'll probably just get to chill and chat for a little bit. You need no, I'll stick around and say hi quick. Great lady, thank you for that though. That was really considerate. Yeah, I'll stick by, I'll say hi, and then I'll probably bounce. But yeah, let's start the raid over to my friend Sachi, Versachiko. Basically, think of her as a little sister. She's just someone who I've always tried to watch out for whenever I can, and who I adore and appreciate, and I would love to see her hit partner sometime very soon. Again, even if you can't stay for the whole stream, at least please stay for the raid so we can let someone know that I and this community appreciate them. But I'm going to get going. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. This was a lovely way to catch up. I hope you all have an absolute... Or, well, I'm skipping ahead. Thank you for the follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, tips, anything that came through here tonight. Thank you for helping me come up with a new tip goal as well for a nice, fun Halloween stream. If we don't hit it in time, we'll repurpose this goal into something else. But all of you are so great. Hope you had a blast chatting, lurking. No matter what you did, you are lovely, lovely company to have here tonight while I'm like recovering from socializing and hosting. I just hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. If you decide to double fist my stream and the Paranormal Detour, understandable. But yeah, thank you so much. Have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. All of you are the best. Thank you so much. Please believe that. You are the best. Finger hearts as usual. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Goodbye. 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 Take care of yourselves. You deserve to. You deserve good things. You deserve to become voice actors and artists and musicians and whatever you want. See you next time. Bye-bye.